ESPN station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. What do you mean? What? It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. It is KBN. Oh, what a great day to be alive on Friday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. It is a great day to be alive here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, live from the 3rd Street Market Hall at the Gruber One Call That's All studio. And, you hear my voice and not Ben. Ben's getting celebrated and honored this weekend, and so he's Benny off Fridays in the holidays. So shout out to Ben Brust and all his great recognition that he's gonna get after throwing shots at the football program. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a Friday in the summertime, right, where Ben takes the Friday off, and he's just been getting flowers laid at his feet in Madison.
Really?
Oh, my goodness, Ben Brust, the basketball team, 2014, so good.
Oh, are you jealous? Are you a little bit jealous? I mean, as a former Badger punter legend, Bradley Nortman,
yes,
my co-host, are you a little bit nervous of the fact that Ben gets to keep going back to Madison? They keep calling him. I don't know how the Barry Alvarez interview went, but I mean, you should be Barry's boy more than Ben. But
well, that is what's ironic, right? So I've been an honorary captain for a football game. So that's pretty cool.
Look at that.
I did do that in 2018, and then they did honor, I think it was a game in 2022 where they honored the 2010, 2011, 2012 Big Ten championship teams. So that was, I guess I got my time in the sun. Now it's Ben's turn, a couple of years younger than me, to get his time in the sun. But
breaking news
at the KBN Sports Desk.
Ben Brust has chimed in.
Oh, wow. Ben, what is he doing? Shouldn't he be doing some work?
Yeah.
3 words. Great start, everyone.
You're welcome, Ben.
Oh, boy.
I feel like we're more energized when Ben's not here on a Friday.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Ben, take more Fridays off.
Well, there's more backbones in the room today than there was yesterday, which is strange.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy,
amazing
right?
how that can happen.
Crazy when Ben Brust is gone. Addition by subtraction on the backbone here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. But, Stroke, before we kind of get into everything, you doing all right, buddy, man? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm really good. Why do you ask?
No, I'm just asking, how was your show? Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant.
Wow.
Get it right.
Glad you know the name of it. 183 episodes in. Kyle still doesn't know the name. Mr. Irrelevant was really good. Had a nice respect.
Oh, it is Mr. I called it Mr. Irrelevant thinking I was doing
You just called it irrelevant. I was about to say, too, wow, Kyle, so nice of you to loop in Strofe early on. We rarely do that. And now you're just taking shots at his show.
I did want to bring him in, but I forgot because we have Becoming Relevant. And so, my bad, Strofe. It's a really great show, though. It really is. And it's sponsored.
How about that?
It's still sponsored, isn't it?
That sounds like sounds like a backhanded compliment.
No,
shout out to my friends, North County Distillery, yeah.
Our show's sponsored in Madison, but not in Milwaukee.
How about that?
So shout out to, so that's what I'm saying. That's a great accomplishment.
What are you doing right now?
No, can I shower you with praise?
It sounds like you're astonished.
No, I'm not
astonished. Like you're astonished that it's sponsored.
I feel bad because I legitimately forgot the name of this show for a second. And so I feel terrible. I felt bad. When I feel bad, I try to shower people with compliments that I care about.
Yeah, you make it more awkward that way. Do you do that with your baby girl?
Yeah.
When you upset her?
Yeah, I do. I usually, so something really funny is usually when I say something real slick, all of a sudden I say, come here, and I try to give her a kiss. She said, you only want to kiss me after you say something slick. It's true. That's what I do. So this is my kiss to you, Strofe.
Wow. I'm glad I'm here to witness that kiss.
I hope you accept that. But you're doing all right, Strofe? There it is. Okay, that was kind of weird. But all right, you doing good, though, Strophy?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man, let's buckle up. Let's get ready for this show because it is Bears versus Packers game week, and I am excited about what is going to happen on Sunday. Brad, I know you have been a little diluted in your Packers pride because of the fact that your checks came from Carolina and came from Jacksonville, but I feel like you're building back up to that childhood boy that loves the Green Bay Packers. Am I right with that?
Yeah, the Packer fan in me coming alive once again, and that goes to show that this weekend, boy, I'm excited for it, Kyle. There's a lot of reasons why I'm excited for it. Packers-Bears, unique, iconic rivalry, and the deck is so stacked in the Packers' favor that very rarely do you go into an NFL game having as little stress, particularly for a rivalry, as I feel right now. I really feel a low level of stress for the Packers going into this game because the Bears are imploding before our very eyes. Offensive coordinator gone. Question marks at starting quarterbacks. A historically bad offense. And the Packers coming off a bye. They're fully healthy, basically, and they have their sights set on big things. So I'm excited for that game on Sunday at noon.
As we all should be excited for that game Sunday at noon, but as I'm looking at it, I feel good. Like, I feel really, really well about where the Packers are coming off this bye week and who they are facing. And so when I look at this game, I talked about it before, I expect absolute domination. If the Green Bay Packers struggle on Sunday against the Chicago Bears, I will be pissed. I will be absolutely pissed if we have any type of struggle against this football team. You talked about it a little bit, Brad, but the Green Bay Packers are getting healthier. Your quarterback, the most important position, he's practiced all week, and they said he's right now. So finally, you're over the knee injury. You're over just your hip, the growing injury. You're in a position where you feel healthier. You had time. Preston Smith has been gone now for a week. You had time to get those young guys more acclimated. This week in practice, now you got those two guys who are Mosby and Cox. They're absolutely in the point where now they're probably feeling like, okay, we're part of the rotation. We have our shot. We have our chance. This is what's going to happen. Lucas Van Ness, all right, it's on me now, right? So the Green Bay Packers had a moment to get themselves ready and refresh for what is to come. And what the expectation for me is an absolute dismantling of the Chicago Bears on Sunday. There is no other result that I will accept other than a dismantling of the Chicago Bears on Sunday. As you said, the stack is in your favor, or the deck's in your favor in this one. I absolutely agree for the Green Bay Packers. You are facing a team that is struggling. You are facing a team on a brink of a breakdown in the Chicago Bears. You have a opportunity to end the Bears, to bury the Bears, and that's exactly what the Green Bay Packers should and will do on Sunday. Anything short of that, I will be pissed come Monday.
Yeah, I'm right alongside you there, Kyle. I do expect a dominating fashion for the Green Bay Packers to win because it's been enough time now, right? You've got a team that is progressing forward in the Green Bay Packers and the Bears that have been regressing. So there's really no excuse for anything short of that because if they take care of, at least, and take a step forward in the areas that they need to, right? Not throwing interceptions, improving pass rush, drops, and penalties. If they do all those things in Chicago, but still squeak out a victory, I won't feel any level of satisfaction. I won't feel like this team's headed in the right direction. It'll make me believe that, what have you exactly done over the bye week? Have you done anything to take a step forward in curing the ills that have plagued you all season? And I'll tell you what, if they do those things, if Jordan Love throws interceptions, if you can't get a pass rush, if the wide receivers are dropping balls, and there's penalties on every phase of the game, it will be a close game. So if the Packers can show that this team has maturity, they have growth, they have taken the bye week, and they've been productive and gotten healthy, there is no reason why the Green Bay Packers shouldn't beat the Bears by double digits and make it a dominating fashion as you're calling for. And it's important, right? It's important that they do this because, look, let's say if they were to even just lose,
okay,
6-4.
I don't really like that.
Hold on. Bear with me for a minute, Kyle.
Even say. I don't even like the word lose this week.
6-4 going into San Francisco, Miami, Detroit. That's so much different than 7-3 going into those games and playing good football. If they're 7-3, dominating fashion against the Bears, and you go into 3 hard games, I still think Miami's good with Tua. I feel good about the prospects of the season and the postseason. But if it's close, or if they lose somehow, I'm starting to get nervous for how this season ends out because it shows that you haven't done improvement. You haven't nipped these things in the bud, and the Packers just aren't playing high-quality football. Because the Bears, let's just be honest, they stink. They stink right now.
And the
Packers
they
should take
always
advantage
stink.
of that. What
do you mean, well? What do you mean, well? In your
they were
NFL,
playing okay for a little bit last year.
In your illustrious NFL career that you had, how many times did you lose to the Bears? It was.
I think once.
Out of how many? Like 4, 5?
I played them like 4 times.
Okay, exactly. You dominated the Bears, Brad. I mean, granted, it's the Packers just, we have the most opportunities to dominate the Bears, but the Bears get dominated by almost all NFL teams. And that's why on Sunday, based off not only the fact that the Bears are struggling right now, but when I look at this game, and I think about where we are as a football team, we're just a better football team than Chicago Bears, right? And with us being a better football team with the Chicago Bears, I know it's a week-to-week league, year-to-year league, but purely based off talent, purely based off coaching, purely based off the organization that we are at the Green Bay Packers. Last year, week 1, that's still in my mind, right? If the Green Bay Packers can do that week 1 where you are coming off of Aaron Rodgers no longer being on your team, you're coming into the season with an unknown quarterback in Jordan Love, and the only time that we saw him play significant snaps against the Kansas City Chiefs years ago, he looked mid. He looked like he wasn't a franchise quarterback. And then on top of that, you're talking about the youngest team in the NFL, unproven wide receivers, a young offensive line, a defense that you do not trust, and you go down to Chicago and you smack those Bears. I fully expect for us to be able to have a repeat performance of what we did week 1. I just can't fathom the Packers struggling on Sunday when I know what they can do against this Bears team. The Bears are floundering right now, man.
Well, and the reality is, too, if the Packers are the team we think they are, right, kind of like Denny Green style, they are who we thought they were. If they are that team that's playoff bound, that we want to compete with the Lions and the Eagles and the high quality teams of the NFL, this is a team that you smack, right? If the Lions are playing the Bears, which I believe happens on Thanksgiving, my expectation is the Lions handle, with a capital H, absolutely handle the Bears. So why would I expect anything different for the Green Bay Packers, who have more bad blood against them, who are just getting healthy, and catch the Bears at probably hitting somewhere near rock bottom, at least for this season. So if we want to hold the Packers to the standard that we hold...
That's why we took the damn field.
That's right. Tell them, Denny.
If you want to crown them, then crown them. But they are who we thought they were.
That's right.
And we let them off the hook.
If the Packers are who we thought they were, then they are going to handle the Chicago Bears like we would expect the Lions to do, and a lot of other teams that we would say, hey, those are Super Bowl contenders.
Elite teams take care of business, and that's what the Packers should definitely do. 800-990-3776. That is the ESPN Wisconsin talking text line, 800-990-3776. You can join in on this conversation. What do you need to see from the Green Bay Packers on Sunday to come away feeling satisfied with the game against the Bears? What is it that you need to see? I know Brad, he wants to see the Green Bay Packers take steps in the right direction in correcting some of the bad habits and bad plays and bad things they've done in the first half.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because this team, even Jordan Love's play, you look at it and say, man, they got moments of greatness. There's no doubt about that. But then they do things that are generally self-inflicted that's holding them back. It's preventing them from being amongst the greatest of the NFL teams. And we've already hit on these. Interceptions, pass rush, drops, penalties. And I could even add special
all
teams
those bad
in that too. All of that is just, it's inconsistent. It's self-inflicted, and it's holding you back. If you can just drop that dead weight, drop the mistakes, and even just turn up the heat a little bit in the pass rush, this team can play with anybody. But it's like the Packers are swimming with this weight on that they're trying to drag, and it's holding them back. I want to see progress from the bye to be able to start to eliminate those from the Packers game. And there's no better place to take that out on than the lowly Bears.
Listen, the only thing bad I want to see on Sunday is bad intentions from the Green Bay Packers, especially from that defensive line, getting after Caleb Williams and putting him into the ground, play after play, down after down, rep after rep. That's what I want to see. Bad intentions coming from that defensive line. Now, again, 800-990-3776. We want to hear from you. We want to know, what is it that you want to see from the Packers on Sunday for you to be satisfied with the game? Because overall, for me, I'll be pissed, not just because if the Packers lose. I ain't worried about that. I'll be pissed if the Packers do not dominate and dismantle those Chicago Bears on Sunday. Now, we've heard from you, Brad. We've heard from me. Now, there's one person on here that has zero doubt about the Packers and the Bears. Now, Strofe, I'm going to give you one last time to continue to have the backbone that you have. Are you still standing on business that there is 0% chance you are not going to beat the Green Bay Packers on Sunday for the Chicago Bears?
Kyle, we know math isn't my specialty, but I think I can figure this one out. And Brad, math is your specialty, so bear with me. What is the answer to this math question? What is 100 times 0?
Ooh.
0.
What is 10 times 0?
0.
Ooh.
What is 86,426 times 0?
0.
Ooh.
There is a 0% chance the Chicago Bears win on Sunday.
Okay. You
Still standing by it.
You are confident and you are cocky in your stance.
Cocky?
So if you I'm good with it. Hey, I'm with you, just not that far. I'm not going to zeros. You know what I'm saying?
Z-E-R-O. 0. Milch. Nada. Nothing. Goose egg.
I love that.
So you feel no stress going into this weekend?
Stress-free watch on Sunday. Can't wait.
Wow.
You don't get a lot of those in the NFL season.
No, you
I'll
don't.
get one on Sunday.
All right, so you've been pushing this narrative all week, and so, as somebody who's been pushing the narrative, you sound very confident over there.
Yeah.
Now, I want the Packers to win,
I do too.
but I ain't been the one pushing the zero narrative, Stroh. So since you are so confident in the Packers, are you looking to wager anything such as maybe a little bit of punishment if the Packers don't win on Sunday?
Yeah, I don't believe in an announcer's jinx. I don't believe in bad juju. I don't believe in hexes. I believe that there is a 0% chance the Packers lose on Sunday. So, yeah, if you and KBN Nation want to get creative and tell me what I have to do when the Packers or if the Packers lose, there won't be a win.
Yeah. Make sure you correct yourself. 800-990-3776. I want Brad to cook up some things, some potential punishment for Mr. Strofe, Mr. Relevant, for if the Packers do lose, some punishments he should have because he probably jinxed our Green Bay Packers. 800-990-3776. We also want to hear from you, KBN Nation, to see what punishment should Strofe have if he jinxed our Green Bay Packers and they do lose on Sunday. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube. That's how you can watch and stream us live and join in on the conversation. But we want to hear from you next on what the punishment will be if a miracle happens on Sunday and the Bears somehow find a way to go to church on Sunday and ask for all the blessings they can get and beat the Green Bay Packers. What punishment should Strofe have? 800-990-3776. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
But what I've heard is very nutritious.
I was actually about to ask.
very
This is the
nutritious.
last conversation on it. Did you taste it? Come on, did you taste it?
You got to. You got to make sure that it's good and good for your baby.
Yeah.
I know Jonathan Brust has. I have not yet.
Okay.
I definitely am.
You might as well take a little shot.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Thanksgiving is almost here. What are you bringing to the table? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Pairing the right wine with your Thanksgiving dinner can turn your meal into a celebration. But you don't have to be an expert to find the right wine. That's what our knowledgeable staff is here for. With over 8,000 varieties of wine, Discount Liquor can help you choose between a light, fruity Pinot Grigio, a big, luscious Cabernet, or anything in between, all at the lowest prices in town. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again!
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com. And from our family to yours, have a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
Discount liquor.
The little one just took her first steps. Her stride? wobbly.
Oh my gosh, she's doing
Her parents? Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, watch out.
But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. So while you're monitoring and protecting her every move, you can do the same for your credit score, too. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here. 'Tis the season for celebrating at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Join them this holiday season for special events to get you in the festive mood. From a spectacular brunch with Santa to the holiday marketplace and one-of-a-kind dinner and a show experiences, St. Kate has a celebration happening nearly every week through the holiday season. Make a night of it and extend the experience by booking an overnight stay at St. Kate. Special packages are now available. Celebrate the holidays with St. Kate. Learn more by visiting stkatearts.com/holidays.
Opening day's not quite here, but Hunt Week is on at Fleet Farm, your hunting headquarters. Get a Maverick Weather Repellent 5-panel hunting blind on sale for $689.99. And get a hot deal on our Orange Friday warming seat cushion, now just $6.99. Plus, take half off an Orange Friday Performance Fleece hoodie, now only $14.99. Get all your gear at the best prices, guaranteed, from Fleet Farm. And good luck this season.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Zero. There is a 0% chance that the Packers lose. 0%. And they're on the road. Matt LaFleur has never lost to the Bears. You heard Elton Jenkins, never lost to the Bears. That streak will continue.
That is Alex Strofe preaching about what he believes will happen on Sunday with the Green Bay Packers. 0% chance that they fall. And this is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Walsh. He's Bradley Nortman. And before the break, we talked about what should Strofe's punishment be if he is the curse of the Packers, if he jinxes our Green Bay Packers. I want to start with you, Brad. What should Strofe have to do? What type of punishment should he have if the Packers do somehow lose on Sunday?
Well, I've got a couple ideas here. I'm open to any one of these, and I'm excited what KBN Nation has in store when they text or call in what Strofe's punishment should be. Here's just a few that I thought of. You know, Strofe wonderfully hosts Green Bay Game Day, which is the 3-hour pregame to every Packer game. If the Bears win, I suggest he has to dress up as Mike Ditka in the final game of the season when the Packers take on the Bears at the Tundra Trio for the pregame show.
So, okay, does that mean I have to dye my hair gray and shave down my beard to a mustache?
Yes. This would be like the full-on sweater, sunglasses, mustache, like the classic Mike Ditka look. That's one.
Hold on, I might just do that to begin with. That's kind of, I feel like I could pull that off.
I think you could. I think it'd be hilariously entertaining. And for you to be on the hollow.
What a weird little kinky, nasty thing you got going on. You want to be Mike Dick? What's wrong with you?
I can walk around with a cigar in my mouth at all times. Like,
playing dress up and stuff.
There's some perks to this.
Your willingness to do this on the hallowed grounds of Lambeau Field is shocking. That's like sacrilegious to be so willing to dress up as Mike Dick.
For real, though.
At Lambeau Field. So that's one idea that I had. Another idea I had is to go to a Brewers-Cubs game and wear a Craig Counsell Cubs jersey or something like that. Dress up as Craig Counsell at a Brewers-Cubs game. Another way that this would be a good punishment as well as indoctrinate you fully and finally into KBN is jump in Lake Michigan.
Ooh.
Jump in Lake Michigan in the winter, just like we did last year.
But I would have to wait because the water's still pretty warm.
Yeah, with the same date that we did it last year, we would do it this upcoming year, which I believe was January.
Strofe is like, he wants to do it. He feels like he's left out. I can tell. Look at him.
Final one. Shout out to Brian D for this one, our program director, is to go to Chicago, go to the Bean in Chicago, dress up as a Bears fan, and take pictures with tourists and for tourists.
Oh, good Lord.
For, let's call it 3 hours.
I mean,
that's a good one.
That one's pretty good.
So those are all suggestions I had. I'm curious to hear what KBN has in store, and we'll determine this by the end of the segment or into the show.
800-990-3776. Brad had a pretty good list of things that what should be Stroh's punishment if the Packers somehow lose on Sunday. How do you feel about that list, Strophy?
Which one of those are you willing to do?
I'm willing to do all of them because I won't have to do any of them.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We can get as creative and crazy as you guys want, KBN Nation. Get as wild as you want. 800-990-3776.
Well, let me.
The Packers aren't losing.
Well,
you could tell me to walk to the frickin' moon and I'll agree to do it.
Okay, pay my
Oh,
mortgage.
my goodness.
Pay our mortgage.
Sure, I'll pay your mortgage.
Kyle goes financial. No shot. No surprise at all.
I love me some Packers, but hell, a house for free? Brother, love that. No, I'm just kidding. I'd rather pay than have my Packers lose. 800-990-3776. What are some of the ideas that you have? But Strobe, out here, I have a couple for you.
Sure.
And so the first one is to join Craig when he does his eating challenge. You also, because you should have been there anyways, you join Craig and you also do the 24-hour eating challenge at George Webb's as well.
Well, that's a good one.
How you feel about that one?
Yeah, I like that. That's probably the leader in the clubhouse right now.
And it's probably good for you too, because you need.
I
to
could use a couple pounds.
You could. And another one is this though. We have a great partner with Bud Light that we have here. How about a beer run? You run a mile beer run. So every lap you got to chug a beer. Is that something that you think Strophy should have to do?
How many miles does one have to run?
I've seen the beer mile. Is it a 5K? Let's make it a 5K.
5K?
So that's
3.2 miles?
Yes. A 5K beer run? You like that?
How many beers do I have to drink?
Every quarter mile, you got to stop to drink a beer.
Quarter mile?
Kyle, that's 14 beers.
How many do you drink at Summerfest, the world's largest music festival?
Over the course of 9 days, I probably drank a couple more than 14.
All right, every half mile? Yeah, every half mile.
About 3 miles.
6-pack?
Yeah, it's a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Now, here's my favorite one. You talked about him dressing up in a costume. I'm cool with that. Dressing up in a Mike Ditka costume, he seemed very excited about it.
Too excited.
He got all like, I can use a cigar. I got to cut my hair. I want you to dress up like Mike Ditka. But then also you got to take that picture, right? The picture you have, and then you have to go on something called Twitter X. You have to go on something called Instagram, and you have to tag the Bears Pro Shop and tag the Packers Pro Shop and say, I love Bears Pro Shop.
That is so good, Kyle.
I no longer I found a new home, Packers Pro Shop. Send it to @ESPN Kyle W.
I like how he's finding an outlet for his frustration.
What do you mean outlet? That's the you said you do anything.
Good.
You said you do anything, but you got to make sure you send my next gift to @ESPN Kyle W.
Whoa.
Why are you hesitating? What are you worried about?
Got real.
I said I'll do it.
All right, for sure. All right, it's not going to happen,
okay, but we have to be on the same page here. Obviously, we're getting lots of suggestions on the text line.
Yeah.
We have a few calls rolling in. Brad, Kyle, you have great ideas. We have to ultimately land on one. I will agree to whatever we determine is our best one.
Okay.
We can agree on that because in the wild,
I don't want this to happen.
0.001% chance the Bears have to win this game, and they win this game, I can't do all of these. It's probably just not physically possible. So we're going to have to land on one.
800-990-3776. You heard the man. He wants to hear your ideas for what he would have to do if the Packers do lose on Sunday after he had 100% confidence in the Green Bay Packers winning on Sunday. Randy in the dump truck. Let me hear what you got to say. You're on KBN.
Guys.
What's up, Randy?
All
What's up,
right.
Randy?
What you got to do, dress up in a Packer jersey, sing the Chicago Bear fight song, and say, I love the Bears.
Oh.
What is that, the Bear Down Chicago Bears song?
Oh, in a Packers jersey. Yeah. Randy, that'd be tough to do. I can't even repeat those words.
I don't know that song.
I know. They play it at the stadium when they score a touchdown.
We'll get a karaoke machine
Bear
for you.
Down Chicago Bears. That's how it goes.
That's how I know you're not loyal.
I played in the stadium several times.
I don't give a damn. He shouldn't sing it. We didn't ask you to sing it.
I know how the Eagles song goes too. Fly, Eagles, fly.
It's different.
When you play in these stadiums, and you get trounced, you hear these songs a lot.
The better answer, Brett, I would have liked is, I heard that terrible trash song.
Yeah, it's
before.
a terrible song.
Terrible
song.
And also on the ESPN Wisconsin talking text line, we have a couple ideas flying in here for Stroh for what he would have to do. He would have to eat super hot Reaper peppers. All messed up here. Super hot Reaper peppers. Reaper peppers?
Reefer peppers?
No, Reaper. Carolina Reaper.
Oh, Carolina Reaper.
You live there, Brad. You should know this.
Yeah. I just didn't hear it. I thought I was like, wow, different
Carolina
take on
Reaper
peppers.
on the air. Okay, that's a good one. What else we got?
How about, this is a good one. Brandon said Stroh should get a Bears logo tattoo if the Pack lose. That's extreme, buddy. I wouldn't even have you do that.
Okay, hold on. Could I get a Bears tattoo but make it pro Packers? Like a rat eating a wheel of cheese with the Bears logo on it.
Have you guys, growing up as a kid, I mean, now when I drive around, I'm focused on the road and not focused on bumper stickers. Do you guys recall the bumper stickers of, like, the little boy peeing on, like, the Bears logo? Do you guys remember seeing that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe you can get that tattoo. That would be at least.
That is an extreme punishment.
Do you have any tattoos?
I have 0 tattoos.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that.
I guess you could choose the location, so you could have it be indiscriminate if you'd want, or
so put it on my butt cheek is what you're saying. Yeah, or the bottom of my foot.
Okay,
ooh, stomp on them.
Yeah,
stomp on them.
I like that. Butt cheek, nah.
That would hurt,
Can you get a tattoo on the bottom of your foot?
I think
You
it would be
probably
very
can.
painful to receive.
Probably.
There are a lot of nerve endings down there.
Ooh, yeah. Don't do butt cheek though. Too many people see your butt.
Who sees my butt? You've never seen my butt.
The love of your life does. She doesn't look at that.
Wait, you said too many people see your butt. How many people are supposed to see your butt?
I mean, you were in a locker room. Your butt was seen by a lot of men, wasn't it?
Yeah, but not recently.
Oh, I'm just saying. You asked the question. I can't answer. You go to a gym.
In case you're curious, I don't go to locker rooms very often, so.
Oh, a little nervous.
No.
It's okay. You'll grow into it one day.
Grow into it.
Some more comments on the talking text line. Eric, he said 24-hour eating challenge, but every food item has to be a slice of Chicago-style pizza or a hot dog. That's not a bad idea.
That's a pretty good one.
That sounds lovely. What do you mean?
I mean, 24 hours,
if I have to say something nice about the city of Chicago, they've got good food.
Yeah,
they have good food. They have good food.
Can I add an Italian beef in there while we're at it?
Sure.
Real punishment. Shucks.
Sure, go right ahead. Whatever you definitely want to do, you can 100% do it. So yeah, I mean, here's the last one here. We have Eric said Chicago is famous for Malort.
Malort.
I don't know what
Malort
is that.
Is.
Oh, is it
Booze.
drink? Oh, for Malort. I feel like we need
very
to
bad shot.
Oh, we need to incorporate drinking shots of that into the punishment somehow. Oh,
Stroh's body is just getting ravaged.
I mean, it's already pretty poor.
Well, here's another one I think was pretty good from Robert in the 262. If the Bears win, Alex has to sit in a room by himself, listen to the song "Bear Down Chicago Bears" on a continuous loop for 2 consecutive hours.
Oh wow!
And I have nothing in the room with me.
Oh,
that's really good too.
No,
that's really
that's
good.
literal punishment.
No, that is punishment. That
sounds like
corporal punishment. That's what they do at Guantanamo Bay. Yeah.
What about the idea of, next Tuesday or something from the hours 2 to 5, you just doing periodic check-ins into the room I'm sitting in, listening to that on a continuous loop.
Now that would
I'd be in the fetus position, rocking back and forth.
Stroh, I love you, man. I don't know if you can recover from that. You might have some mental health issues.
You for life.
It would. He'll go to sleep. He hears the song. He walks around. He hears. So turn around. I'm dead serious. So I talked about this on Sunday Calm with Craig like a couple years ago when I watched the play Hamilton for a month straight. When I went to sleep and I was showering, I was moving around, all I had was Hamilton in my head nonstop. I wouldn't stop humming it for a month straight. It was torturous.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, it was that all the different songs, Brad. I'm telling you,
they're so catchy.
They were all catching in my head for a month, and it got to the point. At first, like the first week, it's like this is cool, and then after that, like, damn, can I stop thinking about this? So it would be very torturous. The last one here at 800-990-3776 is from Cody, and Cody said, make him actually eat 10 Uncrustables. And a little birdie told me the last time you bet to make eat 10 Uncrustables, you only ate like 5, 6?
I ate 6. You were there.
Yeah, well, I don't recall how many you ate. I thought it was stupid that you were doing that.
Why did you say a little birdie?
Well, a little birdie told me that you were sick for an entire weekend after doing that.
I was hurting on the Friday evening and the Saturday morning following
Really?
that.
Just 6 Uncrustables?
Dude.
Look at him. He probably should be eating one a day.
I ate 6 in like an hour.
That's true.
That was at the AmFam Championship back in June. And then remember they cut me off?
Yeah.
They stopped serving Uncrustables.
Yeah, because they're like, who's this idiot eating all this?
Eating all of them?
He's hungry.
These are for the golfers, not this clown.
Who let this guy in? My goodness, this is in the soup kitchen. 800-990-3776. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We're talking about what Stroh's punishment should be. When we come back, we will figure out exactly what punishment Stroh should have. Shall the Packers somehow find a way to lose to the Bears on Sunday? This is all living in a la-la land in a place that we don't plan on being. But if it does just so happen to occur on Sunday, what will Stroh's punishment be? We'll let you know on the other side. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I was like, it's the 4-1-4 hour at 4.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like the kid who got picked on the sports team. I was like, oh, you want me? No way. Because all last week, it was so much fun to do that. And I was like, well, but I guess it's back to Kyle doing it now. When you said, want to do it with me? I was like, oh, yeah, let's do it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The Golden Eagles stay flying 3 games in.
Throws in the corner. Chase Ross, open 3. Good. Oh, baby, was that big.
On Friday night, number 15 Marquette hits the road for a cross-conference clash against Maryland. Our game day coverage starts at 6:30 with Gabe Neitzel and the Marquette Sports Network pregame show. Tip-off with Homer and Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith is at 7 p.m. 94.5 ESPN is your official home for Marquette basketball. We are Marquette.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at Bucks.com/tickets. That's Bucks.com/tickets.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a generator from Adams, Wisconsin's #1 rated Generac dealer. Adams provides sales, installation, maintenance, and 24/7 service from all locations. Learn why Adams is your best choice in providing power peace of mind. Visit adamspower.com today.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Jordan Love has yet to meet expectations fans had for him entering this season. While battling injuries, penalties, and drop passes, Love has thrown 15 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Over the final 8 games of the regular season last year, Love had 18 touchdowns to just 1 interception. Is it realistic for the Packers quarterback to get back to that level?
I'm trying to get back to that level and then take that bar even higher, play even better. There's things throughout the first half of the season that I want to focus on, clean up, and get better at. I'm always trying to improve my game and definitely want to be better than I was the first half of the season going forward.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
Need to find that perfect home? Don't sell, upgrade with a home equity loan. Renovate that kitchen, retile that bath. You choose the fixtures, let us do the math. Tri-City National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 433891.
Get ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the 300K season finale giveaway at Potawatomi. Friday, December 20th, watch your entries from Bird Bash, Cash Clash, and Winter Stash. All pile into one massive drawing for a chance at up to 50 grand cash. Be there to win your share. December 20th, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/finale. Must be 21 years old to play.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Buy me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand now, stand by me, stand by.
Oh, I feel good on this Friday. You know who's the thanks for that? Quintessa Aesthetic Center. That's right. I go to Quintessa for all of my wellness needs. I go to the one in Brookfield. I work with Jess. If you go to the Brookfield one, ask for Jess. She's awesome. But they're all over southeastern Wisconsin and Madison. Quintessa will help you be at the top of your game. Whether you're an athlete like me or just want to feel your best, Quintessa's new wellness center in Brookfield is your go-to for peak performance. There's so much that they have in their toolkit to make you and give you a personalized journey to your optimal performance and optimal physical feeling. Hormone therapy, IV drip therapy, medical weight loss, anti-aging, so much when it comes to even infrared saunas and nutrition help, helping you stay accountable. Quintessa is my go-to for all of that and more. When you get to my age, 35, it doesn't even matter how much effort you put in everywhere else. You still need that little extra boost to push you over the edge to give you true optimal performance physically. They even do something where they can determine your biological age, not just your chronological age, to show you what your body's age actually is. It's unbelievable what Quintessa has to be able to give me my top level of physical performance. You want to be like me? Go check out Quintessa. Go to myquintessa.com/wellness and take charge of your health today with Quintessa.
What a name, Quintessa.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It makes you think of like just action, right?
It makes you feel healthy just saying the name.
It sure
Quintessa.
does. I hope when you all hear Kyle Brust or Nortman or KBN, it gives you some type of emotion as well. I know it gives me one. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin. No Ben Brust. He's out getting ready to be celebrated. Is it tonight? He gets celebrated tonight? Gets celebrated tonight for the great stuff that he did at Wisconsin. So
both nights.
Both nights.
So tonight is both Final Four teams, and Bo Ryan will get his banner raised for being inducted into the Naismith Hall of Fame.
That's amazing.
And then tomorrow at halftime of the Badgers-Oregon game, they will honor the 2014 and 15 Badgers men's basketball team. So both nights for Benny. Big Madison weekend for him.
How big will Benny's ego be on Monday morning?
How bad will Benny's head hurt on Monday morning is probably the better question.
Also a good question.
Both great questions. Both great questions. On the other side, we talked about what Strofe will have to do if the Packers were to lose, because Alex Strofe believes there is a zero. He said Z, capital Z, E, capital E-R-O. Chance. 0% chance the Green Bay Packers lose on Sunday. I love the confidence. I do, but I don't think it's a 0% chance. Now, Strofe, are you ready to accept your potential fate if the Packers do lose?
It won't happen. So I'm good with whatever you guys came up with.
All right, now, so we had a long list, a lot of different ideas, and people talk about him eating some different things, having to dress up and do all these different things. Brad, what did we come to that Strofe will have to do if the Packers do lose on Sunday to the Bears?
Here's what we decided. So when Alex Strofe hosts Green Bay Game Day on January 5th, when the Bears come to Lambeau, he has to be at the Tundra Trio, which is our wonderful tailgate that we put together. And as he does the show, he has to dress up like Mike Ditka in all Bears gear. All Bears gear, Mike Ditka. He can get as creative as that as he'd like, but there's going to be minimum standards to make sure it's Bears enough. He's also going to have to, on social media, so do the whole show like that, the entire day like that, watching the game, the entire day you have to be in that outfit. Additionally, you have to do that social media post that Kyle was talking about.
Yeah.
To where
what do you roll your eyes for?
It's going to be you and Ditka stuff with Lambeau Field in the background. And what do you want tagged in there, Kyle?
And make sure you tag the Bears Pro Shop. I mean, it may be called that. We'll figure it out if it happens because I don't follow it. But you may know since you love the damn Bears, Mr. Strofe. And you have to tag.
What do you mean I love the damn Bears?
Listen,
I gave them a 0% chance to win.
But you also smiled at the chance and opportunity to dress up like Mike Ditka. It don't make sense to me. I don't want nothing Bears to ever touch my skin. If anybody come in my house with some Bears, I'm sending their ass home. That's how I am. So anyways, as I was saying, he must tag the Bears Pro Shop, and he also has to tag the Packers Pro Shop and has to say, I found a new home at Bears Pro Shop. Sorry, Packers Pro Shop. Send all the other Packers items you were going to send to me to @ESPN Kyle W. Tag me twice.
That's the punishment.
And actually, you have to retweet it multiple times, too. Make sure they got it.
Sure, I'll retweet it on 100 accounts if you'd like to, because it's not going to happen.
Do you accept?
Can we tweak it a little bit?
Oh, what needs to be tweaked?
I think I should dress up as Ditka on Monday, not January 5th. We're going to forget about it in 2 months.
No, we won't.
Then.
Yeah, both.
Monday and then...
Two tweets.
You just
Two tweets. Hey, remember me? I still love the Bears Pro Shop. Bye-bye, Packers. Where's Kyle's damn stuff at?
I want you to be at Lambeau wearing Ditka. That's what I want. That'd be so great.
I want it twice.
Well, the Packers do play the 49ers next Sunday.
Okay.
I could dress up as Ditka for that.
No, it's not the same. When they actually play the Bears at Lambeau.
Yeah, you're doing both.
Wait. There was this of anything you want.
I'm trying to help elevate your idea. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, I mean,
it's diluting it, though. How is it elevating it?
Because I feel like people will forget about it in 2 months.
Oh, we'll make sure they won't. But do it twice.
You won't forget about it.
Listen, if my Packers lose, I got to be upset. I need to have some type of light at the end of the tunnel. This would be my light at the end of the tunnel. The Packers Pro Shop sending me something, okay? I done made this about me. I want stuff. I'm sick of buying my own stuff. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So
do you want to tweak it at all?
It only tweak will be Monday, dress up, and then on January, whatever day it is, January 5th, doing the whole show like that. I want two things. Because you're so confident, what are you hesitating for?
I'm not hesitating.
All right, well,
I agree.
2 days it is.
I can sign whatever paperwork I need to.
I just need you to verbally agree to this.
Verbally agree to this.
What are you agreeing to?
I'm agreeing to dressing up like Mike Ditka, both on Monday and January 5th at Lambeau Field when the Packers play the Chicago Bears. I am also, for whatever reason, accepting that I will tweet me as a picture of Mike Ditka.
Don't act like that. You know
so I can peddle Kyle's narrative that the Packers Pro Shop likes him better than me for some reason.
2025 is my year. We're setting it up. If you get something again, I'm going to send them that and say, look what y'all doing.
You guys got a deal.
I love
it.
Hey,
too bad it ain't going to happen.
To be honest, I was a little bit worried I was going to have to walk to Illinois or something, so this isn't that bad.
We got to think about your health, my friend.
I don't have to get a tattoo, and I don't have to walk to Illinois, so we're good.
I feel like those are kind of hard to actually execute. I want something that we knew
Josh,
was
you got a
happen.
tattoo of Homer on his leg on the air. It can't be that hard to execute.
That's fair.
Yeah, Strofe, I love you enough where I don't want you to have to suffer like that. I know I don't want your little poor feet having blisters from walking to Chicago. It's supposed to take you maybe a day, 14 hours. It would take you a whole week. I need you back there producing. And tattoo-wise, I don't want your booty to have bears on you, man. I don't
want your booty to have bears on you.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
All right.
I'm glad we came to a resolution here.
I like it.
I do too.
We're all going to forget about it by Monday because the Packers are going to win by 24.
Yeah. You know what? It's cool. It was fun to talk about. 800-990-3776. Now, since we figured that one out, the Packers are coming off a bye week. And as a non-NFL player ever in my life, I always think that NFL teams should come out of bye weeks feeling refreshed, feeling reinvigorated, feeling like they are ready to take on the world. Well, lucky for you all, we have a former NFL player in Bradley Nortman who is going to tell us exactly what he believes the Packers are going to be and how they're going to perform come Sunday from his personal experience. Keep it locked because Brad has some great tidbits that you definitely want to hear. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
The comments were so mean, but they also were kind of funny.
Wait, I didn't see the comments.
They said popcorn back in middle school must have been tough.
Please don't pick me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. It's been a nightmare for Chicago over the last month.
When we're talking about the worst franchises in all of sports, the Chicago Bears have got to be mentioned.
Now the green and gold head to the Windy City refreshed and ready for a playoff run. The Rivalry Week edition of Green Bay Game Day starts Sunday morning at 9. Presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube page.
Buenas noches, Chicago!
Hey, it's Kyle Walls here for Universal Windows Direct. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. Call 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. Winter is almost here, and it's the perfect time to replace those old, drafty windows. For every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus 0% financing for 60 months. Restrictions apply. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here. 'Tis the season for celebrating at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Join them this holiday season for special events to get you in the festive mood. From a spectacular brunch with Santa to the holiday marketplace and one-of-a-kind dinner and a show experiences, St. Kate has a celebration happening nearly every week through the holiday season. Make a night of it and extend the experience by booking an overnight stay at St. Kate. Special packages are now available. Celebrate the holidays with St. Kate. Learn more by visiting stkatearts.com/holidays.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
It took overtime, but the Bucks finally won back-to-back games for the first time this season as they rallied to take down the Detroit Pistons 127-120 at Fiserv Forum. An MVP performance from Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak scored an NBA season-high 59 points to go along with 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks in the victory.
Giannis with 16 seconds to work with, drives inside and stuffs it down with the right hand. 59 points now for Giannis. He's tapping his chest as he goes the other way, saying, "This is my house."
The 4-8 Bucks visit the Charlotte Hornets on Saturday for an afternoon tilt. Tip-off is at 2.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
For more than 40 years, Network Health has been the trusted experts in health plans. Just like you, they're honest, hardworking, and grateful to call Wisconsin home. Whether you're seeking coverage for yourself, your family, or your employees, Network Health has you covered with a range of options, including individual and family marketplace plans, employer plans, and Medicare Advantage plans. Call Steve Llewellyn, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service. The Saganiac Planning Marquette Records. Greatest shot blocker for Marquette, Jim McIlvaine. Second best shot blocker, Jim McIlvaine on a bad day. 13 block shots against Northeastern Illinois in 92. Best ever by someone other than Jim McIlvaine, 8. Theo John, Amal McCaskill, and Walter Downing. And one other with 8 blocks in a game, 5 different times. Yep, Jim McIlvaine. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin, and this first hour is flying by. Make sure you join in on the conversation and watch us stream live on YouTube. I got this really dope Green Bay Packers sweater on that I really like, and this is my second time ever wearing it, and I just know I look good. You know, when you wake up and you put something on, you say, "Damn, I look good. I can't wait to show off when I get to work." That was the day. Today was that day.
You are the fashion trendsetter of KBN, Kyle, and I'm not gonna lie, it's slick.
Yeah.
It's sharp.
Ooh,
Is slick a compliment? I think that's a compliment.
No, it's a compliment. It's an old school compliment, like when we were younger. But yeah, it works for us. Or Gen Zers have no idea what we're talking about.
Slick is like a very common phrase.
Is it still common?
Yes.
But I feel like, is it dated? Like,
No.
you look slick.
Okay, I don't know. I'm realizing I don't know a lot of these things
I've
that go on.
described Jordan Love as slick before.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Slick.
Well, you're
Slick release.
He does have a slick release. now that
Thank you
mention
very
it.
much, Bradley.
Well, who knew Brad was still hip?
I did.
No, well, like
I never lost confidence in myself.
I guess
it's
so.
everybody else that doubts me.
If you want to see this slick hoodie or sweatshirt I have on, make sure you stream and watch us live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube or ESPN Madison on YouTube. Make sure you like it. We got to get more likes right now, but also make sure you subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison on YouTube so you never miss any of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows while streaming. Because when you watch and you listen to your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows, you learn a lot of great things from the great cast of people that we have, like Bradley Nortman, who's going to break down exactly how he thinks the Packers will and should respond coming off a bye week.
Yeah, the bye week, it's sort of cryptic, right? No one really knows what happens on the bye week. Your team doesn't play on Sunday. They don't practice. So everyone's like, what happens? What happens during a bye? How does it affect the player? How does it impact the team? I'm here to shed a little light on my 6 bye weeks that I had during my NFL career.
Oh, wow.
So
it's a lot of free money. You get paid on the bye week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you could argue that you get overpaid that week or you just get underpaid slightly every other week. So it depends how you want to phrase it. Anyway.
Can't relate.
Speaking about the buys. So when a team goes on a bye, first of all, you got to think about like the narrative of the season, right? Whether it be human nature, whatever job you do, but particularly in the NFL, it's just naturally to break up the season in chunks. That's what everybody does, what every team does. It's a mental way to digest the season and to make what feels like a really big, long season, break it up into small chunks. It's one of the reasons why I love where the bye falls for the Green Bay Packers. It is right smack dab in the middle of the season. They needed it to get rest, mental, physical, be able to get more healthy, but it provided for one big reset, one big like hard reset when you do it on the iPhone to be able to get the body, get the mind right, have everyone just get away for just a minute. And I think that it provides a great chunk of games to get them through the Lions game, right? Bears, 49ers, Dolphins, Lions. 4 games, and then they have another 10 days off before they finish out the season. So first of all, I think it's structured well for them. But when it comes to the bye week, look, good teams take real advantage of their bye. If you imagine how a normal week goes in the NFL, you're so preoccupied with correcting the week before and then game planning that you really don't have an opportunity to fix the things that you might be struggling with on an ongoing basis. This microphone. I tapped the microphone and it totally collapsed in front of me. Kyle, this is why I don't sit in this seat often. So anyway.
I was using that mic this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Me and Gabe, during a commercial break, took a dime to one of the screws to make it try to stay. It worked momentarily.
Just
I apologize.
For a moment, I think.
If you have a dime in your pocket, it fits nicely.
I don't carry that low of money with me.
Moneybags Bradley.
Oh, boy, you got him with that.
So
one.
Anyway, about the bye. A good team will use that opportunity, which becomes a rare moment, to fix the things that have been holding them back, right? For the Packers, interceptions, pass rush, drops, penalties, special teams. These are the things that are really hard to work on during a normal daily week because you're trying to get the body healthy and game plan for the next week. But when you have a full week of practice that leads into the bye, that you can just focus on self-improvement, self-scouting, you can start to hammer these things out. So I expect the Packers to take a great stride in improving on all these items as they go into the Bear week. Here's the other thing. You do start to game plan for the next game. So the Packers have been game planning for the Bears for 2 weeks. 2 weeks they've been game planning for the Bears. That's why good coaches and good teams come out of the bye. They tend to play well in the next week. Now, I know Matt LaFleur is 2-3, not 6-3, coming out of the bye, which is lower than you might expect, considering Mark.
Dang, I did not know that.
Yeah. So
what is he again out the bye?
2-3.
Ooh.
So not good. A losing record. Mike McCarthy, 12-2.
Oh wow.
Coming out of the bye. Andy Reid is something like, he's got like a 900 winning percentage coming out of the bye. So good coaches take advantage of the bye. Matt LaFleur is a good coach, so I can't come up with a reason as to why the Packers haven't had success. But The fact that you can actively correct the things that have been holding you back that are hard to do during any given game week, plus extra rest, extra health, being able to get away from the game, and game plan for 2 weeks sets you up for success coming against it. So that combined with the Bears struggling, I think it just sets up for the Packers to really, really dominate when it comes to Sunday. So important moment for them to get a win on Sunday, but also for the narrative of the season. Right in the middle, you got basically a halftime in your NFL season for you to conquer the second half and really hit the ground running.
I love that. I really do. I love you giving that breakdown of the Green Bay Packers. They should be able to take advantage of this, right? They have all these things that they can benefit from that you just talked about. And on top of that, they're taking on the Chicago Bears, who are struggling right now. And then in addition to what you were saying, because you were talking about cleaning up some of the bad habits the Packers have, I was looking back to some of the transcripts that they have from different interviews with different coaches this week. And something that I saw as a trend. Rich Bisaccia saying that during the bye week, he watched every single penalty the Packers had on special teams, right? That's something that triggered me that they're emphasizing, we need to clean this up. And then I looked at Adam Stenavich, and he talked about the fact that in the red zone, why hasn't the red zone offense been what it should be? It's because we have too many negative plays, too many plays where we're having penalties that are messing up our drives, messing up our opportunities in the red zone. So if that is a common theme that they emphasized and they talked about during the bye, that is something I expect for the Green Bay Packers to clean up, as you talked about. So hearing this from you is something that coaches look at these type of things, and then actually hearing it from the Green Bay Packers coaching staff that they're emphasizing cleaning it up, that is something that makes me feel so much more positive about what's to come on Sunday.
Yeah, it's refreshing. I mean, whether it be coaching trying to improve things like that, execution with penalties, or players just getting mentally and physically healthy, getting away for the game. You come back, you really do feel an excitement and an energy level to want to get back and play. I think we're going to see that on Sunday.
I hope we do see that on Sunday. And something that you should be seeing on Sunday, you should be seeing the Underdog Fantasy Sports app on your phone or going to UnderdogFantasy.com, because I'm telling y'all this right now. If you think watching sports is fun, it only gets better when you do it with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. And I want y'all to do this because I love y'all, KBN Nation. If you use promo code KBN, that's promo code KBN, you will have an opportunity to get a free pick on your first pick'em entry. And then on top of that, you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly when you use promo code KBN. That is promo code KBN on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. And also, because I love y'all, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a tip here. I'm going to give y'all some of the picks that I got going on for this week. So I got this. I have Kyron Williams higher than 84.5 yards. I have Derrick Henry higher than basically a half touchdown. All he has to do is score one touchdown. I have Xavier McKinney higher than a half interception, which means I believe Xavier McKinney is going to pick off Caleb Williams this week. I have Jordan Love higher than 1.5 touchdown passes, and I have Jaden Reed higher than 49.5 yards. I'm getting high on Sunday, high off the Packers and high off Underdog Fantasy Sports, because you have a chance, just like me, to win up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, 1,000 times your money. So make sure you sign up using promo code KBN on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today and watch. You're going to love watching sports with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, because you can win money. And remember, you must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. When we come back, we're going to talk more about who is your midseason MVP and who should be the MVP for the rest of the year for the Packers to be successful. We'll have that and so much more. You are listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison here for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking for that midday escape? Or maybe you want to impress a client? Get a little slice of summer on the links with Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, a top-tech, cutting-edge golf experience that gives you the chance to play legendary courses. Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's simulators, entertainment, and best Bloody Marys make it feel like summer all year round. With bays at just $35 an hour, Mondays through Thursdays. That summer feel is easily back in your life. Book your bay at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Guys, let's be honest. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek on Howell Road, just south of Putes Road. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week, even Sundays. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. It's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee, and with holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust AccuTrans Group to handle all of my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or festive celebration, AccuTrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith here. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It is hour 2 of Kyle Brust and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin. There's no Ben Brust today because he's being celebrated by the Wisconsin Athletics Program for the great accomplishment and much pride and joy and happiness he brought to a lot of us great Wisconsinites here with the Final Four team that he was on. I'm Kyle Wallace. He is Brad Nortman, a longtime NFL player and also Wisconsin Badgers legend as well. Game day's on Sunday, and we've had quite the first hour. And now I want to reflect a little bit, Brad, because you just talked about the bye week and how we got here. But I want to reflect a little bit about who would you name as the MVP of the first half of the season for the Green Bay Packers? There's a lot of different options, but who would your pick be?
Yeah, there is a lot of options. There's one notable name off the list. Jordan Love is not the MVP. I'm not sure he's in the top 3 even for the Green Bay Packers MVP. For me, there's 2 names that come to mind, and I'm going to land on one that I think people might not expect, right? I think I'm going to go with between Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs, and here's why. Listen, it's the really only part of the offense that has been consistently successful, right? Whether it's Malik Willis at quarterback or Jordan Love at quarterback, the Packers have been able to successfully run the football. Josh Jacobs, listen to this. He's ran for, in only 9 games, 158 attempts. That already surpasses Aaron Jones's attempts from last season by 16 attempts, right? So he's already done more than Aaron Jones did last year, and we're only halfway through the season. He is a workhorse. He is reliable, and make no mistake, Matt LaFleur's offense, Kyle Shanahan's offense, all these guys' offenses are predicated on a successful run game, no matter how good your quarterback is, no matter how successful he is. So Josh Jacobs, no matter who the quarterback is, having success with Malik Willis, Jordan Love, he is the MVP of the team so far. He's 4th in the NFL in rushing, and he has 4.8 yards per attempt. He is the guy that is the one consistent that the Packers can rely on no matter how the offense is going. And it's actually an opportunity for me to say to Matt LaFleur, you're probably listening to KBN. Feed the man the ball some more.
Feed him, he's hungry.
No more 12 rushing attempts for Josh Jacobs. Give the man 20-plus every game because he can handle it. The offense is better when he does, and it allows Jordan Love to put so much pressure on himself. MVP of the year for me is Josh Jacobs.
I like that pick. I like it being Josh Jacobs. I have no issue with that whatsoever. And I also like the fact that you threw Xavier McKinney in there. But before we continue, Alex Strofe has joined us in the studio. You can see him live on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube. This is the first time since I want to say before we launched Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, that all three of us, you, Strophy, myself, Kyle, and you, Brad, have been in the studio together. We had Green Bay game day.
Powerful.
And the first time he come here with KBN, he come here sneezing.
I sneezed.
Sneezing.
It was disruptive. It was during the middle of my
In
rant.
the middle of Brad's soliloquy there, I sneezed. Bless you, thank you.
It was a heck of a sneeze, too.
It was.
Sorry, I earthquaked the studio a little bit.
You know what I noticed
so
really
it's my
quick,
bad.
too? Not to derail this conversation more. When you sneezed like into
my
your shirt.
Yeah.
Is that how people are supposed to sneeze? I'm a vampire kind of guy when I sneeze, you know?
I think
the dab.
So here's the thing.
How are you supposed to sneeze?
I think it collects more of the I guess I don't know what you call that. Excrements?
Yes.
Or is that poop?
I don't know.
Excrements poop?
I
Or does
just
that
think
count for sneezing?
it's stuff that come out your
the
body.
stuff that comes out of your mouth and your nose.
Yeah.
I feel like you can contain it more by doing it into your shirt like this rather than your elbow because, I mean, your elbow, at least for me because I'm a scrawny guy, it doesn't cover both my nose and my mouth.
I suppose that's true. I guess it is. It captures.
I've always done that.
Yeah.
So.
The worst is the sneezing into the two hands.
Well, that's disgusting. You know who I bet does that?
Ben.
Yep.
Ben, 100%. He does and he
Speaking of
touches
Ben,
everything.
Just to go back to something Brad just said about Matt LaFleur listening to the program, Matt LaFleur is a known big fan of Ben Brust.
I've heard.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. He probably heard Ben Brust off the show today. Finally, I can listen to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you want me to answer the question, or were you just talking about my sneeze?
Well, no, I was going to answer because I forgot you were in here for us. Well, I forgot that I need to throw it to you because you're in here as well.
You don't need to. I was just coming in here to give intern Will, who's doing a great job running the show right now.
Good job, Will.
Just wanted to give him some space.
No, I'll answer, and then I want to hear your response because you're a big Packer fan, and also, like I said, you're Mr. Relevant, and I want to know what you have to say because you've loved the Packers your entire
Did
life.
you keep on saying Mr. Relevant?
It is Mr. Relevant, isn't it?
If we hooked Kyle up to a lie detector test, do you think, other than the times he's appeared on the show, he's ever watched a minute of Mr. Relevant?
I haven't. I've appeared on the show. Okay.
I said other than when you've appered on the show.
I haven't been asked once since you moved here to appear on your show.
That's not true.
That is true.
I've asked you several times. You're a busy guy.
No, in your head you asked me. You never asked because you make an excuse. I'm a busy guy, which is true. So thank you for not asking because I would hate to have to tell you no. But I appreciate you thinking about me.
So if we hooked you up to a lie detector test, how many times do you think, without pressure or without going on social media, you've watched Mr. Irrelevant? Or listen to on the podcast feed, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, available wherever you get your podcasts. Search Mr. Irrelevant.
When you say
scathing,
when you say watch
or listen,
when you say you mean like the whole show or a dabble, a nibble, snackable on social media?
I said non-social media, so it would have to be an unprompted full episode. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. But if you listen to 10 minutes of it, say.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you.
Zero times.
No, the same percent that you think the Packers have a chance of losing this week.
Oh,
now, it's only, wait a minute. I love him. I love him. I want him to know that.
It's classic Kyle Walsh.
No,
I love
Alex Stroh.
In my defense, okay? In my defense, we're going to get back to the Packers, but you ain't going to sit here and make me look like a bad guy for you. I love you, Strophy. But the problem is, man, I run
it's classic Kyle Walsh.
I run a whole radio station, so from 7 to 6, cool is right.
Well done.
I listen to the truth, and then from 2 to 5, I do our show, and then after that, I have to watch. I don't listen to anybody else around here. Nobody else.
Let me ask you this: how many times have you listened to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy?
Almost never.
How many times have you listened to Wildy and Tausch?
Shoot, it's been a long time.
When's the last time you listened to Homer?
Never. And I love Homer.
You think that's true?
Never. And I love Homer.
Homer is on from 5 until 6. Dr. Ken Harris on Truth in the Afternoon on The Truth is on from 5 until 6. Who I'm going to prioritize?
I guess the station you run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I'm sorry, Strof. In my damn free time, after I listen for freaking 15 hours of my day, I don't take an hour to listen to your damn show. You're great at what you do. I hear you every single day. You don't need me to validate you. Here, give me a hug. Oh, yeah, you sneezed. Never mind.
I sneezed in my shirt. I'm not sick.
What a series of events.
No, I don't want you to touch me. But I love you,
I didn't want you to touch me. You're the one who initiated that.
No, I was going to show you some love. You need a hug.
I don't need a hug.
No, you need a hug.
I'm just making sure we know where your priorities lie.
My priorities don't lie with you. But it's a great show. Yeah, great guest. Because listen, I don't need to listen to no. The dude's amazing at what he does.
That's true.
And last week he had Shaka Smart on. He had Greg Gard on. He had oh boy, who just became new head coach at
Doug Gottlieb.
Doug Gottlieb on. He had Bart Lundy from UW. That was a powerful show. Powerful show. Powerful. That's what. Look at you.
Three
Will.
different shows, but yeah, thanks.
Will's
Kyle.
on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had it all last week. That's
Kyle. Yep.
great.
Mr. Relevant, available wherever you get your podcasts on YouTube. Anyway, Packers MVP.
Packers MVP. Now let's get back to something that we really care about. Packers MVP. And
you don't know the name of my show,
Mr. Relevant.
Mr. What?
It was Mr. Irrelevant, but I thought you
What
said
letter does it start with?
I.
Okay.
I thought it was Mr. Irrelevant. Then you said Mr. Relevant earlier. It's Mr. Irrelevant.
Yes.
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 Okay, just making sure because I thought it was Mr. Irrelevant.
You think you know people?
Yeah.
You're even shocked by this.
I'm a little shocked.
Oh, do you listen?
Yeah, I listen.
When?
I mean, when I have time, sporadically. I have more time than you. Admittedly, I have a lot more time.
I know Brad has listened to the show.
Yeah.
Because he has referenced things I've said on the show to me.
I don't listen to most shows. On Saturdays, when I'm in the car, I do listen to Wisconsin College Game Day.
I'll take that.
Oh, so he listens to you?
Yes, he does.
When
does.
I'm in the car on Saturdays, yes. Hell, I don't listen to Sunday Karma when I'm
Team
on.
MVP.
Team MVP. Thank you, Sho, for getting us back on track. Team MVP for the Green Bay Packers. Listen, I love Xavier McKinney. I do. Great signing by Goody. I love Josh Jacobs. Great signing by Goody. He was in his bag this offseason. But the best move that he made this offseason that actually helped keep this team afloat was the trading for Malik Willis, a.k.a. Malik, according to the guy who called yesterday, Christopher or Christian or whatever his name was, Chris. Shout out to you, Chris. But it's Malik Willis. Malik Willis is the team MVP because he was able to keep the Packers afloat. And we know the numbers. We know exactly what he did. He helped us win the game against the Jags as well. But the thing that I love about Malik Willis is something that we all know. We can admit this. Listen, we have to be honest with ourselves. When we watched these Packers in the first half of the season when Jordan Love was quarterback, we all felt something was missing. We all saw the lack of rhythm, cohesion, consistency that offense lacked when he was under center. It doesn't mean that this team isn't better with Jordan Love. That is clear. That is obvious. The potential is through the roof. But Malik Willis, based off the fact that he was simply just running the offense that Matt LaFleur put out there, he simplified it, and he executed it to a T. So for me, overall, to be able to go in 4 games, but really 3 different games, start in 2, be undefeated in the 2 games you started, and then the game that you came in when your starting quarterback got hurt, it wasn't like the game was over. You actually had to go out there. You had to win the game for the Packers. And you did it, my friend. 3-0 with Malik Willis basically at quarterback. That, my friend, is a MVP. We have 6 wins this year, and 3 of them, Malik Willis played a crucial role in getting those victories. That's my MVP.
Wow. A guy that played 3 games is the MVP.
If you have Sean Clifford as the quarterback in those 3 games, are the Packers 6-3 today?
Probably not.
I rest my case. Strofe, who's your MVP, my friend? Mr. Irrelevant, I love you.
Can you believe that?
I do love Strofe.
It goes back to something we were talking about in the 2 o'clock hour. Whenever he pisses off his baby girl,
he comes in for a little bit of love.
I love you, baby girl.
We too close now to be talking about kisses. I don't want you to get the wrong idea.
Come here, Kyle. Kyle.
Yes, sir.
You told us about your underdog picks earlier.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You had a particular man with a 1-letter nickname in there.
X.
Gonna
give it to him.
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 Can't help but be hyped.
McKinney, we knew he was a huge ad in the offseason. Him and Josh Jacobs, who Brad outlined before. X has brought a new identity to the defensive backfield that we haven't seen since Nick Collins. Obviously, starting the season on a tear, turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover, now top 5 in the league in terms of interceptions. I think he is such a huge piece for stability in a first-year defense, right? I don't think without X, Jeff Hafley walks in to 1265 Lombardi Avenue and implements his defense as seamlessly as he has if it's not for Xavier McKinney, right? The pass rush has struggled. The second level, the linebackers, Quay Walker, some of those other guys have had their struggles. They've had some nice production from that second level, but that third level has been the highlight of the defense, and that is by nobody more than Xavier McKinney. So X, going to give it to you, is my team MVP.
I like that.
I love
that
it.
Was a great sequence right there.
No, it really was. It really was. We were because we're linked up. That's why I like him, man. Love him. All we gotta do is say X.
Gonna
give it to him. We like ebony and ivory over here, man. I love it. Gonna
give it to him.
See, come on, Brad. If I say X to you, what you gonna say?
Gonna
give it to him. Okay, now look at this. We're the trio, the 3 tops.
X.
Gonna
give it to him.
Hey, X.
Gonna give it to him.
Oh, I love it. Just like you should love it, KBN. This is KBN. And we want to know as well. We gave our MVPs. Brad said the MVP is Mr. Josh Jacobs. I said the MVP is Malik Willis. And then Stro said the MVP is Xavier McKinney. Who is your first half MVP for the season? We want to hear from you at 800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin Talking text line. Also, you can type in and chat with us on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube or ESPN Madison on YouTube. We want to hear from you. Now, next, we're going to talk more Packers. But, Brad, I want to hear from you. And then I'm going to let people know we got to change the pace a little bit because there's some beef I need to address.
Ooh, some beef Kyle needs to address.
Yes, sir.
Before we go to commercial, I had one more MVP. Gina Dello from Pella, of course. She's always the MVP no matter what season we're in. That's because she's delivering those beautiful, functional, and productive Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. That's right. They're going to keep your home price up. They're going to decrease your energy costs. There's so many things, especially now as we are working into those winter months. I already looked at the forecast next week. It's getting cold, people. So now is the time to finally replace those drafty windows and doors with the beautiful and functional Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Is going to transform your home. And this is a deal that they're offering right now. Listen to this. No interest and no payments for 12 months. That's a full year of no dollars out of your account, and you get to enjoy those Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. No interest, no payments for 12 months. Your home is going to be comfortable. You're going to save on those energy bills, and it's going to transform the vibes of your house thanks to the customizable windows and doors of Pella. I want you to check out PellaWI.com today. This offer ends November 30th, so you got to act quick. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
I got beef with a new teammate on ESPN Wisconsin, and I'm going to tell y'all why next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Do you wash your shins in the shower? We shower from hair to kneecap. The rest can drip down our legs to our feet.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it does work that way.
What does the poll say?
34% don't wash their shins.
That is shockingly low. KBN Nation, you're better than that.
Yeah, it sounds like we have a lot of disgusting human beings on this planet.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Backups continue along southbound 43. We've got an accident at Fond du Lac Avenue with the two right lanes blocked. And then we've got basically the delays coming in from Capitol Drive all the way down. A little bit further on, another accident with the left lane blocked there. So that is also going to be adding to your headaches. The rest of the system is actually looking pretty clear. Traffic is brought to you by Walker Media Agency. Power your brand with smart marketing, advertising, and IT solutions. Visit WMA2024.com to elevate your business today. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, mostly cloudy, some afternoon peaks of sun, a high of 53. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 41. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Made by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel. I've spent a while telling you about Mentality because it works. Not just for me, though. Take it from fellow Mentality user Jason. He's got a new lease on life thanks to Mentality.
Process was easy. It really, truly was. And the individuals that work at Mentality, very helpful, very respectful. It was an easy out. You go in a week after, they give you the results right away. And once you find that you're able to do it, just that thought, the energy already picked up a little bit. Most of it could have been mentally wise, but knowing that, hey, I get to start this, it was incredible.
Learn more today at MoTUSA.com.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the Deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Get ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the 300K season finale giveaway at Potawatomi. Friday, December 20th, watch your entries from Bird Bash, Cash Clash, and Winter Stash. All pile into one massive drawing for a chance at up to 50 grand cash. Be there to win your share. December 20th, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/finale. Must be 21 years old to play.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You can't stop the tears from falling down.
Welcome back in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brad Nortman. No Ben Brust today. Shout out to Ben for getting honored for the greatness of the team that he was part of. Proud of him.
It's a cool moment.
It is. It is a really cool moment. And I appreciate you all joining us here on ESPN Wisconsin or watching and streaming us live as we get you ready for the Packers versus Bears game on Sunday. But before the break, Brad, I talked about I got a little bit of beef. I missed earlier this week. I was gone, in Mexico doing my thing. And I come back, it sure was cool. I come back and I get a text message from, people talking about, oh, Ben Brust did this and Barry Alvarez said that. And I'm like, wait, what? And so play the audio, and I feel like I got a little beef.
So this is Ben Monday, his rant.
I am out of patience, and that is in regards to the Wisconsin Badgers. Luke Fickell, as the Wisconsin's football coach, has overpromised and underdelivered. 100%. The marketing campaign, I got fooled. I completely got fooled.
So that is what Ben said Monday. Then Monday night on the Great Dane Huddle, Barry Alvarez's debut as a Good Karma Brands teammate says this.
Oh, I'm really impressed that he's impatient. What the hell's he been impatient about? Who the hell gives a whether Ben Brust is impatient? I can't believe that. He's impatient. I have one piece of advice for Ben. Let us worry about the football part of it. He concentrate on basketball.
So so listen, I love all them laughs and all that. I don't know why they laughing. Only people laughing is everybody laughing after they whoop the Badgers' ass every Saturday. That's who's laughing. That's the laugh. It was laughing in Iowa. Kirk Ferentz said, thank goodness they hired Luke Fickell. That's funny. And so my beef is with Barry Alvarez for coming at my boy Ben Brust on the Great Dane Huddle, talking about, he should worry about, he worry about basketball, let us worry about football. No, Barry, you're not part of the football program no more. No, Barry, this ain't the team that I believed in. No, Barry, I am no longer excited for the Wisconsin Badgers to have Oregon coming to play us because no more do I think the Badgers actually have a fighter's chance. We are now the team that I know we're going to get mollywopped and destroyed on Saturday. It sucks to be in this place. I grew up loving Badgers football. I grew up in the golden era and being able to see Ron Dane run up and down the football field. I won't say Anthony Davis. What's Anthony's last name?
Well, Anthony Davis.
It is Anthony Davis.
There's Michael Bennett.
And then, Anthony Davis, the actual running back for us. And then Michael Bennett.
Yeah, not the dude with the unibrow.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I feel like his name is Anthony Davis, but not. Michael Bennett. Shout out to Bradley Tech, 414 boy, Milwaukee Bradley Tech High School. Like, I grew up watching all these great players at running back, these great teams the Wisconsin Badgers had. And now look what we have. And so Ben Brust being impatient, he was absolutely right to be impatient. It's about dang time that Ben Brust finally had his Brust blow up. We needed that. It needs to wake somebody up. And now people are talking about the fact that this football program is not what we expected. We are worse off now than what we were 2 years ago, and that doesn't make any dang sense. No sense. Because even when Jim Leonard left, or wasn't hired,
shown the door.
Yeah, and when Paul Chryst was fired, and there were games in there, that Illinois game was terrible. When Jim Leonard took over, that team was competitive. They didn't win the games we wanted, but they were actually competitive with Jim Leonard, right? And at this point, and again, I'm not saying the team I feel like is more talented now. That's why I'm so frustrated. But the fact that he was able to get those guys to scratch, crawl, and be in games, and then now we're literally getting embarrassed by Iowa. They beat Iowa that year. I was at that game. They beat up on Iowa that year. And then to watch us get blown out by Iowa, to watch us go to USC and have a lead and then all of a sudden lose, that just shows me they have no confidence in themselves. They don't believe in the W anymore. That program was historic. We get up on a team, we pound the freaking rock. We could run the clock out. We are going to impose our will on you with our big boys up front, and we're going to win this football game. And now we have no identity. We don't know what we are. And I know Barry Alvarez joined Kyle Brust and Nortman on Tuesday, and Ben asked him, what's the identity? He says, I don't know. That's a laughing matter. That's a joke. We have no identity based off the program that he built that was pure greatness.
Help me figure out what the identity of this football team is, because I'm struggling with it. It feels very unclear to me.
I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
Me either,
I'd like
Barry.
to see it myself.
Yeah, we all would. I don't know what's so damn funny, because losing ain't funny. Losing sucks. It absolutely sucks. So I know the question I was supposed to ask coming into this segment, Brad, is
this was better than that question.
Well, do it. What would you accept a moral victory versus Oregon on Saturday? So I already gave my answer. Hell no. There is no moral victory when you don't have any future, right? A moral victory is for when you actually believe that, this is a step in the right direction. Don't fool me again. You already fooled me earlier this year when y'all beat up on teams and we had victories where I thought we were somebody. We are not going anywhere right now. A moral victory will not work on Saturday. We need a win. We need to have hope again.
Yeah, and Barry all but conceded what Ben and I talked about on Monday on our Tuesday show when he said, I can't answer what their identity is. And I asked, look, if we need more patience, then how long should we wait? And what should we see along the way? And Barry didn't have an answer for that either. Because I think he also then shown the rest of the interview that he was frustrated with our inability to control the trenches and just do things that the Badger program's known for. So hearing that admission made me a little sad, Kyle. I'm not going to lie. It made me feel like we are a long way away. And I know what everybody says. Everybody says, well, Coach Chryst left the cupboard bared, right? The program was going in a downward spiral. Well, listen, we haven't course corrected since then. Even if that's true, which there's probably some truth to it, even if the program was in decline, Coach Fickell hasn't changed the course yet. We're still in decline. How many years are we supposed to wait before it upticks and we see some improvement? I haven't seen anything that has convinced me that we are not descending as a program. It feels like that's what we are still doing, and we haven't turned the ship around to start going in the right direction. So to answer your question, would you accept a moral victory against Oregon? I'd accept any kind of victory. Anything that looks like a team that goes out there and what Coach Alvarez said himself, plays hard, plays with a chip on their shoulder, plays like they want to compete at this level, because we just haven't seen it yet. So if the Badgers can keep it close, single-digit loss, and then they finish out the year, beat Nebraska, beat Minnesota, it seems like it's at least not continuing to descend. But the reality is this team has no identity. They have very little reliable strengths. and they can't compete at the highest level. They beat up on the lowly Big Ten teams, and oftentimes they even struggle with the mid-Big Ten teams. So I have no confidence that this team is going to compete with Oregon or keep it close. So keeping it close would be something of a moral victory because the tenor of the program is that negative right now. You need anything moving in the positive direction.
Brad, it's so sad that in 2010, a young Kyle Wallace was sitting at UW-Whitewater inside the dorm. Cool. And I had an option to go to Wisconsin. I think it was a night game in October. It might have been around Halloween weekend. And I had an option if I wanted to go see the Wisconsin Badgers, 18th ranked Wisconsin Badgers, take on the number 1 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. I said, you know what? This is a serious game. I don't want to go and party. I want to watch this football game and get, excited about it because I believe the Badgers can win this game. Brad, do you recall that game?
Oh, boy, I recall it, all right.
And the opening kickoff, you were on the sideline. I was in the bed watching it on TV. How excited, how juiced.
You were on the sideline, I was in the bed.
But the adrenaline rush that you felt, I felt, the stadium felt, all Wisconsin Badgers fans felt when David Gilchrist got that ball and took it to the house on the opening kickoff.
You are still comparing yourself to a dude that was on the team while you're laying in bed eating Papa John's in your underwear.
Who am I to sit here and judge who has more love for the Wisconsin Badgers? He was just a little bit more invested in the effort on that game on Saturday. But going into that game, Brad, you all believed. You all said, we are going to take them down. They are coming to our house, and we are about to knock off this team. Y'all believe that. Did you not?
We believed, Kyle. And that moment you're describing, that opening kickoff, the stadium erupted. It was the loudest I'd ever heard Camp Randall in my life before, during my time, or after. And it was easily top 10 loudest stadium I've ever been in any given moment. But Coach Bielema all week preached to us that we are those dudes. We got grit. We got talent. Who is anybody else to come in to Camp Randall? It was us that's making it a big game. College Game Day was there. It was a night game, featured game on ABC. And he said, that's all because of you, not Ohio State. Ohio State plays a bunch of games. They don't make this game the marquee game of the weekend. You are making it. And I want you to make it a weekend they won't forget. And we did that. But the reality is, Kyle, this team, it's not that team. Like it ain't that team. The team that beat Ohio State, the team that I was on, 18th, beating the number 1 team in the country, the same opportunity that the Badgers have this weekend. This Badger team, it ain't that team. They are a far way away from it. We had not only a bunch of coaches that went on to be head coaches. Paul Chris went on to be a head coach. Dave Dorn, the D coordinator, he's still the head coach at NC State. We probably had 20 NFL players on that team. Maybe not all that were currently playing, but across the board on that team, 20 NFL players, and we ended up playing in the Rose Bowl that year. We belonged at the top of the NCAA football landscape, and we proved it week in and week out. And what all this team is proving to us is that they're nowhere near that. They are in the middle of the Big Ten. That's where they belong to be. They're going to be fighting for bowl eligibility unless a miracle happens.
Because I used to be a delusional Badgers fan where I believed that, hey, we're playing Wisconsin, we're playing Nebraska, we're playing Minnesota. I hope they don't upset us. I hope we can win these damn games.
It's going to be an uphill battle, Kyle.
This is a freak out because after we lose on Saturday, we have to win one of these next couple games in order to be bowl eligible.
We sure do. We're not going to win this weekend, almost certainly. And those are no easy. They're not Purdue. Nebraska, Minnesota, that's not Purdue. It's not Rutgers. It's not Northwestern. Those are decent teams.
And this is not the Wisconsin team I grew to love. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, 800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. You can also watch and stream us live on YouTube. But on the other side, we'll have Green Bay props and previews. We'll get you ready for this game coming up on Sunday against the Chicago Bears. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
It's Screamin' Pizza Friday, and there may be some teams on bye, but there's no better way to get your weekend going with a Screamin' Sicilian prize pack. Caller number 800-990-3776 is going to win a Screamin' Pizza prize pack. Make sure you call now so you can enjoy a great weekend with Screamin' Sicilian Pizza. 800-990-3776. Caller 8, get your weekend started with a Screamin' Pizza Friday.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in a house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We do still have backups, a few accidents out there, and an incident. Highway 175 southbound still closed at Lisbon because of an incident there. That's the northern part of the stadium interchange, but that's well north. Then we've also got a crash on the off-ramp to Mitchell Boulevard from westbound 94. That ramp is blocked right now. Eastbound 94, the ramp from 60th Street to 894 is closed because of a crash there. And then we've got broken down vehicle on eastbound 894 right about at Loomis. The right lane is blocked with that one, so definitely seeing delays through there. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 41. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, night showers, a high of 54. Weather's brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out. This holiday season, drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle Wallace. Right now at Universal Windows Direct, get 0% financing for 60 months, restrictions apply. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com to schedule your free in-home estimate.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Do you remember that electric moment when you suddenly realized that she was the one?
The one you were going to love forever.
The one you'd been waiting your whole life to meet.
She is the one.
The one.
Now it's time to find the one engagement ring that sparkles like she does.
Come to Kessler's Diamonds. We have a collection of incredibly special diamond engagement rings called the One Collection.
You need one special engagement ring for the one woman you will ever love.
Kessler's Diamonds is the one jewelry store where you can find the One Collection.
And Kessler's is the one store that offers the world-famous, no excuses, no fine print, lifetime warranty on every diamond engagement ring we sell.
We have the freedom to do this for you because Kessler's Diamonds is the one diamond store owned by its employees.
The One Collection starts at just $550.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Find the Kessler's nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's time for the Ortho ASAP Minute from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin.
Dr. Daniel Holub is with me. OAW offers a robotic partial knee replacement. What is that and who would be a candidate?
We see a lot of the weekend warrior, maybe people that have played sports their whole life or had a knee injury somewhere along the line that now has led to a very isolated patch of arthritis in a portion of their knee, which traditionally may have been treated with a full knee replacement. Nowadays, we have very accurate computer-assisted robotic technology that allows us to target that small patch of arthritis and do a very limited replacement. This procedure tends to be minimally invasive. It's an outpatient procedure. It tends to need a little bit less of a recovery period, and it leaves you with most of your own knee. Just we've replaced the arthritic portions of your knee. You're able to lead a more active lifestyle after this type of a procedure.
The Ortho ASAP Minute is sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, it's been a great 2 hours. It's been a great.
Sure sounds like.
No, it's been a great 2 hours. I just, I'm being in the moment, man. Sometimes you take a deep breath and you just say, man, this is great.
Brad,
this is fun.
If I was to say it's been a great 2 hours, it'd be more like, whoo, it's been a great 2 hours.
Well, you're a hype.
It kind of reflects your guys' personalities. I'm not going to lie.
I can be positive without having to yell and scream. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't yelling and screaming. I said, woo, it's been a great 2 hours.
How would I say it? I think I'd say, It's been a great 2 hours.
That's exactly how you would say it.
Right?
You nailed it.
Yeah,
that was as Brad Nortman as Brad Nortman could be.
I can be multiple different people. I'm a Gemini.
What does that even mean?
Does that mean you're two-faced?
No, it just means we got multiple personalities. You know what?
So two-faced.
No, two-faced means like two-faced is like a bad connotation of like, oh, you have one.
Isn't multiple personalities a bad kind of taste?
No, you can have multiple.
Hypocritical?
No. All these negative things. My two personalities is
backtracking.
No,
flip-flopping.
No, those are. I guess I got
fraudulent.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm just kidding.
Here's an idea. Why don't you give me half the money you were going to bet? Then we'll go out back. I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Gather around, degenerates. It's time for the GBPP. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman are here to tell you how they plan to lose their money this weekend. This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
Take it away, Strophy.
Yeah, with Ben not here, I feel like we should make an amendment to what that guy just said. We're telling you how we're going to win money this weekend. We're not the ones that lose money.
That is very true.
Correct.
Very true.
All right, let's start with the quarterback, Jordan Love, fellas. First time he's been fully healthy, or at least close to fully healthy since week 1 in Brazil. 229.5 for passing yards, just a touch under 230. 229.5. Do you like more or less, higher or lower, over or under 229.5?
The only reason I have hesitation, I'm going to go with the over. The only reason I have hesitation, though, is because the Bears' rushing defense is like 24th in the league, and the Packers' rushing offense is very good when they at least stick to it. So, and I believe the Packers are going to be up most of the game. So it's a game plan thing that might keep him below 229, but 229 is pretty manageable. I mean, that's just a couple of big plays, and I also think Matt LaFleur wants to get Jordan Love going leading into these next couple of games. So I wouldn't be surprised if, even if the Packers are up, that he keeps the foot on the gas and keeps Jordan Love rolling. So I'm going to go with over.
I trust and believe in something. I think Jordan Love's going to have a great game. He'll go lower than this, but with that, it's simply because of the fact that the defense is going to put the offense in a great position, so shorter fields. Special teams is going to show up this week as well. Great punts. You could turn the field around, interceptions, a lot of different things. I think he won't need to throw the ball as much as you said. Josh Jacobs having a day. So he has a great day, but he doesn't need to go over 229.
DJ Moore has been at the center of Xavier McKinney's crosshairs as well as a lot of media outlets this week, given that he walked off the field during the middle of a play last week. 4.5 receptions for DJ Moore of the Chicago Bears. 4.5 catches.
He's going to get over 4.5. I think that's really pretty low, in my opinion. They're going to need to try to get the offense going, and there'll be some garbage time receptions for him. And they do so much when it comes to like even easy receptions for DJ Moore. Screens, sort of these little bubble screens, getting him the ball in the backfield even. So they find creative ways, or they used to, creative ways to get him the ball. I think Caleb Williams will be able to do that at least enough more than 5 times. 4.5 is pretty low.
His job back. He's been practicing.
He's back, I believe.
He's questionable, as is Evan Williams entering Sunday.
If Ja is back, there's no chance. There's no chance DJ Williams has over 4.5 catches. He's not getting 5 catches on Sunday. His quarterback is Caleb Williams. The Green Bay Packers are going to eat them alive on Sunday. And so I don't believe DJ Moore has a big day on Sunday. So nope, going under.
The only game with a lower total this weekend is Vikings at Titans. 40.5 points is the over-under. For Packers-Bears, noon Sunday on Fox at Soldier Field in Chicago. 40.5.
Well, I'm not going to reveal my pick exactly.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Yeah, because, I mean, KBN Nation tunes in specifically to the last segment of this show on Friday to hear the wisdom of Kyle Nortman and Kyle Nortman. How about that? Brad Nortman and Kyle Wallace. But as a little sneak preview, I'm going to go over. Over, I think it's slightly over. 44 points is what I have total. Now you have to tune in to see exactly how those 44 points are divided between the Packers and the Bears. 44 points, I like the over.
I like how you teased the big reveal that's coming up for our picks for this game on Sunday versus the Bears versus Packers with what you think is going to be. And I'm also going to go higher than that as well. And you know who I'm picking. One team will do a lot of heavy lifting in that scoring. Oh, That's it. That is Green Bay props and previews right here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. And what friend do you have, bro? You have so many great friends. Which friend do you want to tell KBN Nation about now?
I got a favorite friend. My favorite friend is indeed Carbless. Man, I'll tell you what, I love weekends like this, where I look forward and I see there's a fight tonight. My alma mater is playing Saturday night. They're green and gold on Sunday. Every opportunity to go right down the stairs to the Nortman fridge in the basement, where I keep my array of Carblesses, and I'm going to have plenty of them this weekend. You can bet on that. That's because, man, from a guilt-free standpoint, it's Brad Nortman approved. It's Lexi Nortman approved. That's even a stronger filter right there. Because we work out, we eat healthy, you try to stay fit, and you try to, feel your best when you enjoy a ready-to-make cocktail like Carbless is. And it's a guilt-free experience. It's gluten-free, it's carb-free, it's sugar-free, less carbonation leading to less bloat, only 100 calories. Not only that, man, there's just so many flavors to choose from. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I walk down the stairs and I'm like, man, I want the margarita, but the black raspberry's right there. The Paloma's delicious. Sometimes I freeze in indecision, but luckily I can have several. And I end up having several. There's so many different flavors to choose from, the ones I just said, and there's so many when it comes to the tequila cocktails, the vodka cocktails. There's something for everybody. You should go out there, especially this time of year, try a bunch of flavors. You don't have time anyway to sit and make your own cocktail. Let Carbless do it for you. Deliver that delicious flavor and guilt-free experience. Be like me. Enjoy some Carbless this weekend. Less is certainly more when you enjoy a Carbless.
Oh, it is so much better with that Carbless, but it's even better when you get to hear exactly what the big reveal is. Who will we pick, Packers or the Bears? That's a joke. You already know what it is. But we'll tell you how we'll get there. Keep it locked. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking. And so I called the company. I said, listen, y'all put this thing in here. Y'all need to come on
ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN, and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The holiday season officially begins at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Kunis Auto Group dealerships with our exclusive Black Friday all-month-long sales event. Huge Black Friday all-month-long savings and discounts on America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC at nearby Kunis locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. All remaining new 2024 vehicles are now Black Friday all-month-long blowout price. Kunis has the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, with many Black Friday all-month-long priced below $5,000. And payments as low as $149 per month. Additionally, with any new or pre-owned purchase in November, you'll get our exclusive No Fear lifetime warranty at absolutely no extra charge. Plus, we're paying above top Kelly Blue Book values on all trades in November, no matter the mileage or condition. The holiday season officially begins with exclusive November Black Friday all-month-long savings. Only at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Kunis Auto Group dealerships. Shop online at KunisBlackFriday.com. Ho, ho, ho!
Keep the elements out of your home with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We had howling wind coming through. The rooms were freezing. We were very apprehensive about changing them because we were worried about losing the charm of the home. We went with Pella because we knew that they had an amazing reputation. We knew that they were going to have the windows that would look like they've been there forever, but with all the functionality that a window should have.
Order from Pella today and get no interest and no payments for 12 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2024.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. I love this time of year. Playoff baseball, the start of hoop season, and of course, football. I'm all about watching the action on the gridiron with a Carbless in my hand. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails with no malt, no carbs, and no sugar. Vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, black raspberry, and lemon lime, and classic cocktail flavors like Paloma or Margarita. Find Carbless at your local grocer and enjoy game day. Carbless. Less is more.
The Golden Eagles stay flying 3 games in.
Throws in the corner. Chase Ross, open 3. Good. Oh, baby, was that big.
On Friday night, number 15 Marquette hits the road for a cross-conference clash against Maryland. Our game day coverage starts at 6:30 with Gabe Neitzel and the Marquette Sports Network pregame show. Tip-off with Homer and Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith is at 7 p.m. 94.5 ESPN is your official home for Marquette basketball. We are Marquette.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority with the latest technologies at their state-of-the-art Brookfield office. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. And now, Holtebeck Eye Center is excited to add Dr. Nausheen Abbas to their team. Dr. Abbas is an ophthalmologist and cornea specialist that is now available to see patients. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol, learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Football fans, get ready to elevate your game day experience. Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown has the ultimate package for stress-free fun this football season. With rides starting at $85 per person, hop on their round-trip buses from Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown for every green and gold home game. Enjoy all you can drink on the ride and a private restroom. Want even more? Upgrade your ticket and add on an all-you-can-eat and drink tailgate package for an additional $30. Spots are filling up fast. Book today at MilwaukeeBroadhouse.com. Milwaukee Broadhouse, located on MLK Drive downtown.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, we're giving you great vibrations here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. Shout out to KBN Nation. I see y'all killing it on the YouTube chat. You can follow us and watch us live on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube. Also, I see y'all sending all the great texts in at 800-990-3776. We love y'all, KBN Nation, and that's why we're going to share with you our big reveals.
You've been waiting for it all week. The segment where all the pieces come together. If they get it right, you'll hear about it. If they get it wrong, well, you already know. It's prediction time.
Oh, buddy. I'm excited for this game. I'm not going to hide my excitement, my emotion for it. Bears versus Packers. It's a big deal. One team rolling in the right direction, the other one starting to flounder. Now, I said the point was going to be over 44, and I believe that. Bears are kind of team that if you get up on them early, they're going to lay over. Here's the problem, though. The Bears are going to get the ball in the first possession. They're going to score a field goal. I think Strof's going to be Googling Mike Ditka outfits in a little bit of a panic when the Bears are up 3-0 against the Packers. But that's all the Bears have for the entire game right there. They squeak out another field goal, but the Packers are going to go possession after possession after possession of the offense getting into gear, protecting the football. First Jordan Love game without the interception. I'm calling it. You're hearing it now.
Yeah.
We're going to pull this back on Monday. No interceptions for Jordan Love, 100-plus yards for Josh Jacobs, and domination on this terrible Bears offense. 38-6. The Green Bay Packers make it ugly. They don't slow down, and they show them why 11 straight for Matt LaFleur is the only way to go.
No other way to slice that. That's an ass-kicking. Kyle Wallace.
I think it's exactly what it's going to be, is an ass-kicking on Sunday. Overall, the Green Bay Packers are facing a Bears team that is in complete disarray. It's a failed organization, a failed franchise, a failed head coach, and now they're failing their franchise quarterback in this moment where he is going to end up probably being a failure because of everything around him. Now, that's all the stuff that's happening kind of on and off the football field. On the football field, the Green Bay Packers are just a better football team, and this is the game. This is the game where the Packers get their rhythm back. This is the start of something special. This is where the Packers begin a run where they show themselves that they are a Super Bowl caliber team while also putting the rest of the NFL on alert and sending a message that we coming for that ass for the rest of the season. That's what this game is all We're going to sue your ass. Can't wait. 30-13 Green Bay Packers. Shout out to everybody listening on ESPN Madison. Jim, Matt, and Molly coming up next on ESPN Madison. The Damn Sports Show coming up on ESPN Beaver Dam. We have so much more for you coming in hour number 3, so keep it locked here on ESPN Milwaukee. And also, Gary, is Gary joining us? Oh, we got Gary.
Let's go.
We got to make sure we get out on time so we can definitely get to Gary, but you just got to stay here because it's going to be a hell of an hour, too.
The record company's only give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright.
Problems persist on the freeway. First of all, Highway 175 southbound is closed right now at Lisbon because of an incident happening through there. We do have a crash on the off-ramp from 94 westbound to Mitchell Boulevard. That ramp right now is blocked. We got big delays coming out of the Marquette past that point. Eastbound, by the way, slow from the Zoo all the way past 35th Street. And then we also have an issue 894 eastbound. The ramp from 60th Street is closed because of a crash there. And then we have the right lane blocked with a broken down vehicle right about at Loomis on 894 eastbound. So those delays pretty much stretching from National all the way down and around the Hale all the way past Loomis. We've also got westbound 894 backing up out of the Mitchell to Loomis as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 41. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, night showers with a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison here for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking for that midday escape? Or maybe you want to impress a client? Get a little slice of summer on the links with Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, a top-tech, cutting-edge golf experience that gives you the chance to play legendary courses. Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's simulators, entertainment, and best Bloody Marys make it feel like summer all year round. With bays at just $35 an hour, Mondays through Thursdays. That summer feel is easily back in your life. Book your bay at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Is one of the things that your girlfriend gets upset with is you interrupting her like this?
Probably. I just complimented you. What the hell? Stroh feeds you something in your ear and you Ron Burgundy verbatim what he says? I set you up for something, you jerk.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Come on, Brad. Come on, Brad. Wait a minute. Wait. Get more swag.
Okay.
Get more swag. Come on, Brad. Act like you got 414 on you, boy.
It's the 262 hour at 4 on KBN.
I like that, Brad, because the 262 is still represented right now.
Shout out to the 414, though.
Yeah, I like that. But, I got to let everybody know.
Let them know, Kyle.
It's always going to be the 414 hour at 4 on KBN. Brad was so much more confident when he says 262.
It just felt so much easier.
Swagger in that.
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
You felt at home, didn't you?
I did. I'm a 262 guy.
I told you.
I love me some 414. I really do. But I'm born and bred in 262. What can I say?
Look at that. 262 boy. I'm a 414 boy. That's why it just rolls off the tongue, man.
Yeah.
That feels great.
That's why we're a good match, too, Kyle.
It is. We understand who we are and we play to that.
Yes, sir.
I absolutely love that. This is Kyle Brust Brust and Nortman in today's 262 and 414 hour here on ESPN Milwaukee. We've been talking a lot of great Packers. We also been talking about the Wisconsin Badgers as well, and we want you to always join in on the conversation by watching and streaming us live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. You can watch us now, and you can see Brad do his great 262 hour at 4 on KBN on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. But then on top of that, you can always join in on the conversation at 800-990-3776. And Jake in Milwaukee, you got a question for us?
I do. I have two quick questions, actually. Number one, what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge the Packers face against the Bears on Sunday? And number two, who you got winning the fight tonight, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? I got Iron Mike.
Ooh, that second was a good question, and make sure you keep it locked in because we are going to get to that later on in the show as we talk about Fight Night coming up tonight, where the whole world seems to be excited about an almost 60-year-old AARP card-holding boxer boxing somebody who is I think he's a Gen Z boxer, and Jake Paul, either millennial or Gen Z. That is elder abuse in most circumstances, but I guess not. Guess not tonight. But Brad, back to his question of, we talked about this game. Strofe has 0%. He thinks a 0% chance that the Chicago Bears win. I believe it's a low chance that the Chicago Bears win. You also believe, based off your score of 38-6, you believe that the Green Bay Packers really don't have much of a chance of losing. So when you look at this game on Sunday, what would you say is your biggest concern against the Bears?
Well, my biggest concern is the unpredictability of a new offensive coordinator, right? This is a type of move I wish the Bears would have made next week, not this week. I don't think there's the juice that is given, just an immediate quick inflection of juice when a head coach is fired, right? It kind of puts everybody on alert and wakes everybody up. But there's no doubt about it. I said that the Packers had 2 weeks to game plan for the Chicago Bears because of their bye week. But you can bet, outside of player tendencies, the Green Bay Packer defense had to basically take their game plan and go ahead and rip it up. They basically had to go like this. Okay, well, here we go. Now we're going to have to deal with somebody that we don't know what he's going to bring. You have to go back and look at if this gentleman was ever an offensive coordinator before. Who is he coached underneath? You have to piece together what this offense is going to look like, and it's not going to be easy. That's where Jeff Hafley is going to have to just put his guys in areas that they can succeed. He probably won't be able to blitz often. And then in the halftime, he's going to have to be a master of adjustments because they're going to come out with something that most likely the Packer defense is not prepared for. They're going to change something up that they can game plan all week. So Jeff Hafley, the challenge is on you to prepare this defense to play, honestly, pretty base defense and play it well and be ready to make adjustments at halftime. That's one of my main concerns, and probably the biggest concern that I have is, can this defense game plan and be prepared when game planning and being prepared is an incredible challenge with the new OC.
Yeah, so when I look at this game, I really don't think it's about the Chicago Bears. It's not about the Bears. It's 100% not about what they'll do. It is 100% the challenge. It falls on the Green Bay Packers. This is about what the Packers are going to do on Sunday. And let me just tell you why I believe that. This is about, will the Packers execute at a high championship level, right? Like if they don't execute at a high championship level, that's when they fall to a potential trap with the Chicago Bears. When we look at this game, will the Green Bay Packers finally be a more disciplined football team that they obviously have put an emphasis on? Eliminating the penalties, eliminating the negative plays, eliminating the fact that you literally were gifted 30 yards in penalties. 30 yards in penalties in a football game is a rare thing that you see against the Detroit Lions. And immediately the next play after that, you couldn't even get it off because you had a pre-snap penalty that ended up bringing you back 5 yards, right? You can't shoot yourself in the foot like that. And those are the mistakes that the Green Bay Packers must eliminate. So when you ask me, Jake, what is my biggest concern for Sunday when it comes to the Packers versus Bears, what's something they need to look out for? It is nothing the Chicago Bears are going to do. Because if the Green Bay Packers execute at the level that they should, Brad talked about how they should come out the bye being a better football team. If the Green Bay Packers execute at the level that they should, there is no way the Chicago Bears can beat the Green Bay Packers because we are that much better than that football team.
I will say, too, the other great equalizer in not only the NFL but college football is turnovers. Now, it looks like Jared Goff and the Lions are an outlier to throw 5 interceptions and still win.
How, Sway? How? I thought that game for sure was going to be over. I started biting the fingernails I have left. Like, wait a minute, what's happening?
If you are -3 in the turnover margin, I don't know what that specific game was. If Stroud threw interceptions or fumbled or whatever, but if you're -3 in the turnover margin, you have something like a 97% chance to win the game. That's the only other thing I look at that the Packers could give the game to the Chicago Bears. If Jordan Love is throwing interceptions, throwing pick sixes, they find themselves in a negative turnover margin. The weight and the tilt that puts in the favor of the team that's getting the turnovers is significant. If you win the turnover margin by 1, right? Let's say 2 interceptions compared to 1 interception that you get. So +1 for the other team. The other team has a 70% chance to win. If it's 2, it's like 85. If it's 3, it's like 95. So if you let turnovers dictate the game, it's very, very hard to win a game, no matter who you play.
Yeah, and that comes down to the mistakes. 800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. There's some interesting tidbits that popped up here because this is something, I don't know if you knew this, Brad, or if you knew this, Strofe, or not, but this is a little bit of news to me, and I guess blame me being in Mexico on this one. Ryan from Aguanago said, I have an update. It sounds like Caleb and his new OC have now texted each other. And then Appleman in the Apple Orchard, he said, Caleb has said in interviews this week the new OC has barely spoken to him. And so these are two different people who don't know each other. Well, I don't know if they know each other, who have said similar things about a relationship between the new OC and Caleb Williams and them trying to build that. And I see Will, our intern, are you bobbing your head because this is some true news that they haven't connected? So, yeah, I guess Will's a Chicago Bears fan. Unfortunately, the young man don't know what he's doing. But you talked about a new OC. This is dysfunction. The Packers have no business losing this game against this dysfunction. Like the fact that even got out, who cares? That's not for media to know. The approach that the coach takes to you is not for media to know out. This is the first time that Caleb Williams in the NFL has had to deal with some type of adversity, losing a coach to being fired. And I don't know if he's going to react well to it. If he's already, these Gen Zs is different. If he's already utilizing the media as an outlet for his feelings, he may not be right on Sunday, Brad.
No, he might not. And listen, this guy, Thomas Brown, is the new offensive coordinator for the Bears, was the OC for the Panthers with Bryce Young for a minute. And his stats
for a minute, that's last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like for a little bit, he was bad.
The best game of Bryce Young's career came against the Green Bay Packers on Christmas Eve in that Joe Barry-led defense.
That's right. Joe Barry, watch that film and don't do that. But generally speaking, Thomas Brown's offenses have performed very poorly. Very poorly. So I don't know if he's changed. I don't know if he has a poor rapport when it comes to his quarterback or players, but it seems like more chaos for the Chicago Bears, which, again, we were asked, what are you concerned of? What are the things that could lead to a Bear victory? Uncertainty at the offensive coordinator position and scheming inside. That's one of them. But it's not like this is Ben Johnson walking in the room, right? Matt LaFleur.
And it's not like it's Jared Goff throwing the football. At the end of the day, Caleb Williams is a talented quarterback. I never once said the kid wasn't talented. He's just in a very bad situation with an organization that continues to get it wrong. It doesn't take a rocket science to realize what needs to be done. You got to change it up. Get an offensive mind around this guy. And that's not something that they're doing. They're not building him up, right? You have to build young leaders up. You have to build young quarterbacks up. You have to develop greatness, and that is something that the Chicago Bears aren't doing. And so when I look at this game on Sunday, this Bears team is literally almost all. You talk about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, and we think Mike Tyson might knock him out. They're ready to get knocked out. Like, they are absolutely ready to get knocked out, and the Green Bay Packers need to give that left hook, right hook, uppercut, whatever they do, they need to give that punch that's going to knock the Bears out, because right now they're wobbly. They are wobbly.
They're wobbly.
And all it takes for Jordan Love to bow right in the kiss.
Two Packer
Brad,
fans.
real quick. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So today is the 10-year anniversary of Melvin Gordon back in 2014, breaking the FBS rushing record that only stood a week, 408 yards in a game. Are you aware who the running backs coach was of that Wisconsin Badgers team?
No, this isn't the same guy, is it?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is his name? Thomas Brown?
I thought that was a different Thomas Brown.
Same one.
I'm going to chalk that up to Melvin Gordon's greatness.
Good choice.
For some reason, I thought that Thomas Brown was black. The running backs coach, Thomas Brown?
I believe.
I thought he was.
Thomas Brown is also black?
No. This Thomas Brown is black? I thought he was white. They had a picture of a white guy up there.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So because I heard the names, I saw a picture of white guys. Oh, it must be another Thomas Brown. Oh, poor guy. Boy, he should have stayed at Wisconsin.
Yeah,
he was like an up-and-coming coach, too.
Man, Melvin Gordon. I remember when Melvin Gordon was a freshman at Wisconsin. I was a senior that year. And he was redshirted that year, so he was in the, they just had him in the weight room all the time. This is going to sound like a strange observation, so roll with me for a second. He would come out of the weight room, and, I would be like, dude, this dude is freaking shredded. And then he'd go out there and destroy our good defense on scout team. I don't know. Melvin Gordon was amazing. That was easy to see. But a question for you Packer fans.
We Packer fans, I thought.
We Packer fans.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you, Brad.
Do you guys wish that this was more of a competitive rivalry?
No.
Really? No part of you wants
Brad, why? Why? Do you know how fun it is? Do you understand how fun it is to just destroy the Bears every week? But laugh at them. Remember to start the season, Brad. Remember when Jim Rutledge joined us to start the season, was talking about Caleb Williams, and when they drafted him. Oh, on draft night, what did Jim Rutledge do? He painted his nails. He said, I'm going to paint my nails.
It's bad look.
Paint my nails for Caleb Williams. And then you got Ben Brust's brother, Jonathan Brust, calling in and saying, he's the best quarterback in the division already. He hasn't taken a snap. And look,
it's an embarrassing look now.
They haven't made it through the full season, and they're already imploding, Brad. I love this. I absolutely love this.
But don't you think that, for instance, when the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry is great, or Michigan-Ohio State, it's when both teams are good. When one of the teams is this bad for this long, it takes the zest out of the rivalry.
Okay, that's fine. I like the zest of being able to laugh at somebody. That's what I like.
If we were to be able to continue to whip their behinds twice a year every year, but the Bears win 10 games, Caleb Williams looks competent, I'd be okay with that.
No.
As long as the Packers continue to win.
Yeah, and if the Packers continue to win more games and beat them twice a year, I'm good with that.
I like the Bears sucking. It's much more fun with
Is it for you?
I was raised with a sucky Bears team, and I saw a stat earlier today, is I believe from 94 or 95 into 98, the Packers won, they were 10 straight games, 11 straight games against the Bears. That was little Kyle growing up. That's what I saw, is the Packers always beating the Bears. Why would I want to deviate from that, man? Caleb Williams sucks.
Williams sucks.
And the Bears do as well.
Caleb Williams sucks.
Yeah.
Ha!
Oh, where did you get that, Brad?
Caleb Williams sucks. Ha! That was a little treat I threw out there earlier in the week.
Oh, I like that.
Wanted to just be amongst my KBN
The Holy
crew.
Trinity, Kyle. Take a listen.
Caleb Williams sucks.
Caleb Williams sucks. Ha!
Caleb Williams sucks. Ha!
Caleb Williams indeed does suck because the organization he is a part of sucks as well.
So you're saying, even if you could guarantee that the Packers beat the Bears twice a year, and if they face them in the playoffs, they'd beat them, even then, you'd prefer the Bears just to be trash across the board and not be competitive?
If they're trash across the board, the Packers are going to beat them.
I'm already guaranteeing you the Packers beat them. You just don't.
I don't need a guarantee.
Want to see the Bears sniff anything like success ever.
I don't want to see the Bears fans have any happiness. John in Milwaukee, do you agree?
Yes, I'm Kyle. I'm with you, and I understand Jason Wilde wanting to write better stories. Between a competitive rivalry. Brad, I don't understand where you're coming from. That you want the Bears to be better. I really don't.
I think the game would just be hyped. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be Sunday Night Football. I think it would be Monday Night Football.
Dude,
this game
here's my take on it.
It's tucked into a noon time slot that's getting no juice.
Right. That's part of it, A. B, like I said, I want us to win every game, but these new players, right? We have the youngest team in the league. They know nothing but beating them, right? The Aaron Rodgers kept it alive because he was around when it was good, and he would say the I own you stuff. Matt LaFleur's 10-0 against the Bears. When you think of every player that was on Matt LaFleur's roster when he took over in 2019, I think there's only 4 left. I think it's Jair Alexander, Kenny Clark, and I'm blanking on the other, Elton Jenkins and somebody else.
Rashawn Gary?
Maybe.
Because he got drafted in 19? I think he got drafted in 19.
Yeah, regardless.
And Preston might have been part of that. He's gone.
They're 10-0 against the Bears. So they don't get up for this game. I was talking to Wilde about it earlier this week. He said they just don't understand that this is a great rivalry. They understand it's old. They understand it's been happening forever, but the Bears have always been sucky since they've been around. I'm not saying I want the Bears to beat the Packers ever, right? I would like them to win for the next 50 years every game they play. But I'd like there to be a little bit more juice. To Brad's point, this is just another noon game on a Sunday. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, and don't hear me wrong. Like, I don't want the Bears to win. I want the Packers to win every time, as Strofe said. And I don't want the Bears to win the Super Bowl, right? Anything like that. But if the Bears were better, more competitive, this is a game that should be marquee. It should be nationally televised. The fact that it's tucked away noon on a Sunday and it's going to be like Fox's fourth crew, it's just a bummer.
Fellas, when you said 38-6, you know how much I smiled inside and outside? Like that feels good. Like I get no more joy in life. Well, maybe a couple of things. Than watching the Packers destroy the Bears, man. It's not just the Packers destroying the Bears. It's the aftermath of the fallout that Bears fans have after the Monday after they lose to the Packers, which has been for many years in a row now. They are so distraught. And last year, we literally, going into that game, I just always remember how they actually had a little bit of hope. They had a smidge of hope. The fact that Justin Fields may be the guy. He's playing so well. They're wearing their Justin Fields jerseys. They're excited. And all it took was for the Green Bay Packers to do what they've continued to do to them. To say, Caleb Williams, we want him. Get that guy out of here. Fields is garbage. He's trash. I love seeing that. I love seeing them break down, man.
I mean, I can understand that. Because the moment I say this, that I'm like, I wish the Bears were a little bit better, that the game would have juice. It could be like a game that you get up for.
Yeah, no juice. I get up for it all the time.
I think about all the Bears fans of the world. I think about Jim Rutledge on Crosstalk and being like, oof. I don't know if I kind of like that aspect of it.
Nope, I like delusion. I want them to be delusional. 800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. Like I always say, make sure y'all watch and stream us live, man, and give us a like. We need more likes on our YouTube. So make sure y'all give us a like while you all are watching us on YouTube. But also, I gotta let y'all know about the Milwaukee Bucks in the Emirates Cup bracket contest. Yes, this year during the NBA's in-season tournament, ESPN Milwaukee is putting Bucks tickets on the line all week long. Tune in to ESPN Milwaukee and be entered to win our Emirates NBA Cup bracket challenge. Right now, we
have 4 spots to give away, Kyle, so give me 4 numbers.
4 spots? Oh, wow. So I'll do it like this. I'll do some of my favorite numbers. So we're going to go right now, caller number 4, right? We're going to go caller number 12. Excuse me, caller number 10. Caller number 12 and caller number 34. 4 for Favre.
Oh, my gosh. 34?
It's going to light up. 4 for Favre, 10 for Love, 12 for Rodgers, and 34 for Giannis. 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776 for your chance to get in on the Cup Challenge action here at ESPN Milwaukee in our talking text line. You get your picks at team in one of the NBA brackets grouping for our show in its group. Follow that team throughout the in-season tournament, and if your team wins, you win 2 Bucks tickets. Yes, 2 Bucks tickets with some real nice seats. And if your team doesn't win, you can still secure your seats to see an unforgettable moment at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets. Be caller number 4. Be caller number 10. Be caller number 12. And be caller number 34 for your chance to be entered to win 2 free Bucks tickets. Yes, free Bucks tickets to see Giannis potentially drop 60. Free Bucks tickets to see Dame go out for 30 or 40. Free Bucks tickets to see Chris Middleton make it back to the hardwood. This team is going to turn it around, and this is your chance to be entered to win Bucks tickets. We need caller 4. We need caller 10. We need caller 12. Light those phone lines up now, and we need caller 34 to get to Mr. Giannis himself. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and we will have more conversation on the other side.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm sorry that I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, we had that earlier issue on 175 southbound at Lisbon. That has been cleared. Everything's been reopened. Still some delays in that neck of the woods, so careful with that. We got the crash on the off-ramp to Mitchell Boulevard from 94 westbound. That ramp is blocked right now. And we've also got an issue on the ramp from 60th Street to 894 eastbound. That ramp is closed because of a crash. Right lane blocked at Loomis on 894 eastbound because of a broken down vehicle. And off the freeway system, we do have on southbound Highway 100 right over I-94. Looks like the right shoulder is blocked with a crash there, so watch out for the backups there. And check out the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 41. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, night showers, then a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry you guys turnovers. Serious? You guys can't put two in. I got it. I did not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnovers.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you two, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Come to Kessler's and be greeted by an owner of the store.
We're America's largest employee-owned jewelry company.
Okay, but as a customer, what does that mean to me?
For one thing, it means you get to see every possible diamond choice.
Kessler's has diamonds from diamond mines and created diamonds from plasma chambers.
You can choose from 1,400 loose diamonds.
And every style of engagement ring ever designed.
Okay, I'm convinced.
And no other store can show you a Kessler 81.
With 81 facets instead of just 57, it wins the Sparkle contest every time.
I'm convinced.
And no other store has the Kessler Princess Cut.
Or the exclusive Kessler's Emerald Cut or Kessler's Square Radiant Diamond.
I give up.
And when you want to tell her that you love her twice as much today as the day you married her.
Kessler's has big anniversary diamonds that can be twice as big as the one in her engagement ring.
Kessler's is unique in all the world.
So what do you say to all that, Sarah?
Welcome to Kessler's.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
Guys, let's be honest. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek on Howell Road, just south of Buttes Road. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week, even Sundays. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Experience elite orthopedic care at OAW. Their skilled teams in Pewaukee, Brookfield, and Mukwonago offer tailored treatment for your needs.
It took overtime, but the Bucks finally won back-to-back games for the first time this season as they rallied to take down the Detroit Pistons 127-120 at Fiserv Forum. An MVP performance from Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak scored an NBA season-high 59 points to go along with 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks in the victory.
Giannis with 16 seconds to work with, drives inside and stuffs it down with the right hand. 59 points now for Giannis.
The 4-8 Bucks visit the Charlotte Hornets on Saturday for an afternoon tilt. Tip-off is at 2.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Book your appointment today at orthowisconsin.com. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Stroke for phones ringing.
Yeah, I know, Kyle.
I came here for love because I get so much love from KBN Nation, from Brad Nortman, from Ben Brust sometime, from Alex Strofe. And Strofe, I'm not going to lie to you. I come from the broadcast world of Craig Karmazin. And I don't know if you ever listened to Craig Karmazin, but he's kind of reckless. No, not much of a rule follower.
Kyle, in your defense, I did say earlier this week we need to crank up our caller numbers because we get so many calls.
I heard. Did you say that yesterday or did I just hear that?
I think that was yesterday.
That was
over-under because we get so many phone calls that 6 and 9 is too low. We need to crank it up to like 26 and 29.
And I, when you threw it at me in the middle of my read that I needed to give you 4 numbers, I said I did Packers. Oh, I got to do Giannis. And I didn't really think about the work it would take. And Craig had me do like 80-something. Chewy's number was 86 or 88.
80.
89.
89. It was 89. Yeah, Chewy was 89. And so one time when I was back when I was a young man, he said, what should we do? Call number 89 for Chewy. And I said, oh, okay. And so I called number 1, called number 2, called number 3.
Yeah, the hard part about answering the phone so quickly is you lose track of what number you're at.
Yeah.
I think I may have said caller 29 twice.
No, don't say that. You did it right.
I think so.
No, you did it right.
What do you say?
I said, KBN, your caller 1, try again. KBN, your caller 2, try again.
Wow.
No,
you did that all the way to the 34?
Well, the fun part about that is I had to go, KBN, your caller 4, please hold, and then call.
Oh, wow. What a pro.
No, he was a pro.
What a pro.
I'm glad you were able to get through it. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have planned it out a little bit better. I thought I did good with calling number, 4, 10, and 12, and 34.
Shut up, Kyle.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position. Pole Position on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is presented by Great Lakes Dragway, a quarter-mile-long drag strip, plus a drift pad. Even drive your own car on the track. Find full event schedule and ticket information at GreatLakesDragway.com.
All right, fellas, not a lot of polls in the field this week. Our other show's really doing us dirty. Jim, Matt, and Molly, 2 polls this week. Wildy and Tausch, 1 poll this week. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, 4 polls this week. So we're going to do our best.
Okay.
We'll start with a poll that was inspired by me. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, weekday morning, 7 to 9, ESPN Milwaukee. I revealed to Gabe Neitzel this morning that I left my crock pot in the sink for 2 days, letting it soak. So this poll says, does soaking dishes in the sink actually do anything? 87% of people say yes.
Yeah, it does something, right? I think the water dilute. Did you put soap in it?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, I think the soap, it eats all the bacteria, right? And sort of
it softens it up.
Softens it. It definitely, makes it more easy to wash.
So you guys had this conversation earlier where we were making fun of Strofe. I don't think Strofe was there when we made fun of him.
That sounds about right. Yeah, you do it behind my back most times.
And so they said Strofe said something grotesque earlier on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy about how he has left dishes for multiple days. And Brad said, ew, disgusting, gross. And everybody's saying gross. I didn't say a word. Did you notice I didn't say anything?
Yeah, I did notice
I kept my mouth shut because you know what? When you're in the minority in the room, you just shut up. You don't. Listen.
You leave your dishes in the sink?
Not all the time, but
I've had a busy week.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we left for vacation, and we got back. We ate some stuff, and we got back at the house at 1:00 in the morning. We ate some food. The dishwasher still wasn't unloaded from when we left because we washed some dishes, and so we've had dishes since 1:00 in the morning when I ate a little snack on Thursday. And, I unloaded the dishwasher yesterday, and there were some dishes, and I said, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. And so I just didn't feel like taking it out. So, Strofe, I'm with you. A day or two, that's perfectly fine. You put them in there, they soak up a little bit, and we'll move it. I'm not looking at it. I don't stand in my kitchen. I know you don't look at your dishes. That big old house you got, you can bypass it wherever you want. You can hire somebody to wash your dishes.
I can, but I choose not to, and I am judging you. You filthy animals. You guys are filthy animals. A day or two. Do you know how much bacteria can grow up in your sink? It's one of the dirtiest places of your home.
But Brad, it's not like I'm leaving it there for 2 months. I made pot roast Tuesday night. I got done with the pot roast, put the leftovers in the fridge. At 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Tuesday night, popped the crock pot in the sink with soap and water. Last night, I took it out of the sink, so 2 full days, put it in the dishwasher, ran it last night, and then there was a couple specks on it, so I cleaned it once more this morning, and then I reused it this morning. I've got meatballs cooking in the crock pot.
I could understand maybe 12 hours of letting it sit there, but 48 hours? Why don't you just dump it out and put it in the dishwasher?
Lighten up, Bradley. Live a little. Talking about bacteria. It's going in your body, so there's bacteria there, too.
Raise the standards of your cleanliness, man.
No.
You like living in filth?
Sure do.
Sure do.
I like being nasty. Janet Jackson nasty.
That's
How
disturbing.
about that?
Disturbing.
Uncomfortable is what that was. Let's stick with chores and Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. What's the easiest part of doing the laundry? The collecting, the washing and drying, or the folding?
The easiest? Well, certainly washing and drying, because the machine does it all. The folding is definitely the hardest. And the collecting...
That's pretty easy too, right?
Yeah, I guess you just maybe divide up your colors, right, between whites and dry.
Come on, divide your colors. How the whites and what else?
It is all of a sudden incredibly evident that Brad Nortman does not do his laundry at his house.
I don't.
Yeah, your wife does it all.
Oh, how did you know this?
Because he started talking about things and then he lost himself about 20 seconds in.
Well, Lexi has a way that she divides things up. There's a pile of white and lights. There's a pile of darks that is going to be dried. There's a pile of darks that are going to be air dried, and then there's a specialty pile. So
What's that mean?
I can't keep
like towels.
Yeah, like where it's like a gentle cycle.
Okay.
And we use a different.
When's the last time you put one of your own pieces of clothing in a washing machine?
If they're in the piles, then Lexi
Right,
will
hey,
direct
listen,
me through.
unlike you-
I'll say, okay, then I can pick up the pile and
Okay, let me
throw it in.
rephrase the question. When's the last time you put your own clothes in a washing machine without direction?
Oh.
Don't feel shame. I'm not going to shame you.
Lexi
Brad.
was legitimately out of town. It was just my stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to do a favor. I'm going to wash my stuff.
Her a
just
favor?
Throw it in normal cycle and dry it. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna do her a favor and wash my own drawers this time. That's crazy talk, man. I enjoy all the phases of washing clothes.
Wait, you like doing laundry?
I don't mind it.
Really?
I have to do laundry tonight. I'm down to my last pair of drawers.
It's probably my least favorite household chore.
No, I like it. I go downstairs. It's pretty peaceful. The biggest problem is baby girl got more clothes than me, and one time I brought my basket upstairs of my I had my dirty. I took my clothes.
One time I had an accident.
No. I never forget Mama Mia's back in the day, boy, when I was like 8.
Oh wow.
But yeah, went through me. But
oh my
I had a basket upstairs for my dirty clothes, and she has 4 baskets. Three are hers, 1 is mine. And she comes and she thinks that my clothes are like they're clean, so she dumps my clean clothes out and she starts putting her dirty clothes inside. Hey, what are we doing? So yeah, it's just a story I had to share. Get it off my
That's
chest.
good.
I like washing clothes, so I'll be washing tonight.
Can I say perhaps the most satisfying thing of all the household chores is cleaning the lint filter? Cleaning the lint filter is unbelievably satisfying.
Get it all in your hand and throw it in the bag, garbage.
It's so good. You know what else is very satisfying? Taking your car through Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Ooh.
You go in, you enter Tsunami Express's premium state-of-the-art car wash, and you exit, and it's just so clean, you can't even believe it. It's reflective. It's spotless. Run my finger around it, and it's just unbelievable that it's no streak and looking beautiful. That is the definition of satisfying. And that's just the start when it comes to the Tsunami Express car wash experience. There's powerful free vacuums, and if you are an unlimited wash member, like me, I'm a ceramic member, you can go unlimited times in a month. That's right, unlimited. Today, tomorrow, the next day, every day if you want to. You can go as many times. It only takes 2 times. And that membership, it's already paid for. So what are you waiting for? Tsunami Express Car Wash is there to make your car look beautiful, wonderful. My car is 8.5 years old. I take it through Tsunami Express. It looks like it did on the lot. And on the way is salt, snow, and grime. You're going to want that to be able to get off your car when the winter arrives. Tsunami Express has 5 convenient locations across greater Milwaukee to make your car care easy and make it as beautiful as it deserves. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Protect your ride this winter with Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Oh, when we come back, somebody going to be going through a car wash, and I hope it's Jake Paul. We're going to talk about the big fight night tonight as Mike Tyson makes his return to the boxing ring. I want to know what Brad thinks. I want to know what Strauss thinks, but also I want to know who y'all got. Do you have Iron Mike Tyson, or do you have YouTube sensation? I guess that's what he's famous for, Jake Paul. We'll talk about that and so much more coming up next. You are listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
What's going on? Big, come on.
It's getting tough. It's getting slow.
Ben, don't be pathetic. Your father's with your baby. They're listening. You gotta be better.
But I'm giving it my all.
I don't know what you're at either.
Stop humping the ground.
Yeah.
Get up.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, we got big problems on 894 southbound. Delays starting at National Avenue down through the Hale and onto 894 eastbound, where we have a crash that is blocking the 60th Street on-ramp to 894 eastbound. And then we've also got a broken down vehicle at Loomis that was in traffic. It's all off on the right shoulder now. Still seeing some delays along westbound 94 from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. The Mitchell Boulevard off-ramp, by the way, is blocked right now because of a crash down on Mitchell Boulevard. So thankful with that. We got the eastbound side of 94 slowing down from about 92nd Street all the way to 27th. And then a heavy ride southbound 43 from before Hampton to Capitol. And then again from Locust all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge all the way to KK River. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, a low of 41. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with night showers, a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Rake in a big win this November at Potawatomi. Go head-to-head in the Cash Clash game show for your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. The Cash Clash game show at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the ring. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority with the latest technologies at their state-of-the-art Brookfield office. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. And now, Holtebeck Eye Center is excited to add Dr. Nausheen Abbas to their team. Dr. Abbas is an ophthalmologist and cornea specialist that is now available to see patients. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol, learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Keep the elements out of your home with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We had howling wind coming through. The rooms were freezing. We were very apprehensive about changing them because we were worried about losing the charm of the home. We went with Pella because we knew that they had an amazing reputation. We knew that they were going to have the windows that would look like they've been there forever, but with all the functionality that a window should have.
Order today and get no interest and no payments for 12 months. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we offer a wide range of beautiful wood designs for installation within your unique home. Because wood is a natural material, it can be painted, stained, or left natural to complement your unique home decor. Experience nearly endless possibilities from Pella, featuring maximum design flexibility with dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, profiles, product types, and more. Order today and get no interest and no payments for 12 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2024.
Calling all green and gold fans. Ditch the stress and ride in style to Green Bay with the Milwaukee Broad House. With round-trip rides starting at $85 per person to every home game, you can enjoy all you can drink on the bus. No need to worry about traffic or parking. Milwaukee Broad House even has a private restroom on board. Upgrade your experience with an all-you-can-eat and drink tailgate package for $30 more. Don't miss out. Secure your seat now at MilwaukeeBroadhouse.com. Let's make every game day legendary.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, your company, it has a story to tell. Let 3 Tree Marketing help you tell that story. It's critical that new teammates, business partners, everyone that associates with your company knows exactly who you are. That's what branding and marketing is. 3 Tree Marketing is a full-service branded merchandising agency that helps you with specialized gifting and onboarding kits. Anything that puts your logo, your name on anything tangible, anything merchandising. 3 Tree Marketing is going to make sure that is dialed in and exactly what it needs to be to tell your story. I know us at Good Karma Brands, ESPN Milwaukee. Man, when we use 3 Tree Marketing, we're like, yup. Nailed it. That's exactly who we are. That's exactly what we wanted to convey. That's what 3 Tree Marketing will do for you. They will think outside the box, but also become an extension of your team. 3 Tree Marketing can do that and so much more. So don't hesitate to set an appointment today at 3treemarketing.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. It's been a great show, and now I'm so excited because we get to do something that I don't think we've ever, well, maybe you guys did it earlier this week, but we get to talk a little boxing here on Kyle Brust and Nortman, and we all know about the big boxing match that's happening. Matter of fact, WWE SmackDown is also happening in Milwaukee tonight as well.
Wow.
Sorry for everybody who's going to that, even though you should enjoy it, but you may end up missing the boxing match. But you have YouTube sensation.
SmackDown's done by 9 o'clock.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's only 2 hours.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, the guy we grew up with who was knocking people out, Will, do you know about Iron Mike Tyson? Just nod or not, Will. So, okay, do you know what he used to do? Don't say, did you just know about biting off ears? Or do you know about him knocking people out in like seconds? That's good. That's good. For those who don't know, yeah, he is. For those who don't know, I just remember growing up and having family over at my parents' house, all to watch the Mike Tyson fight. And bow, within a minute, the match is over. Boxing fight is over. Mike Tyson had knocked out another fighter. Bow, 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 bow. So tonight, he's going up against, help me if I'm wrong, YouTube sensation Jake Paul, who is not a bad boxer. He's won a couple fights.
He's 10-1.
Yeah, is he got 10 wins?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Well, I wouldn't say pretty good.
Well, I don't know who he's competing against.
Not many people.
I mean, Mike Tyson is now, what, 57, 58? Did you see him?
He's 59 years old.
Did you see him in the weigh-in? He looks shredded.
Yeah, he slapped the taste out of Jake Paul's mouth, too.
Yeah, he did.
He slapped him. So who do you got in this fight tonight? Do you believe this is worth watching? Do you believe we rigged, staged, or do you think it's going to be a brutal beatdown by somebody tonight with Jake Paul taking on?
I believe it's worth watching. I'm going to try to stay up for it. I'm not going to lie with, having the little babies in the house and getting my beauty sleep. It's hard to stay up this late nowadays, but this is worth staying up for. Mike Tyson, he is one of the iconic boxers in the sport ever. I mean, I wouldn't put him quite on the level of like Muhammad Ali and whatnot, but he is certainly amongst the most well-known famous boxers, and what he's done for the sport is immense. He hasn't boxed professionally since 2005. It's almost been 20 years since Mike Tyson got back in the ring, and this is must-see TV, guys. I'm going to go with the pro. I'm going to go with Iron Mike Tyson. The dude, he just has some screws loose that you need as a boxer, and something tells me he can still throw a punch with that heavy-handed fist that he has. So, listen, I'm rooting for Mike Tyson. I think he's going to win, and I'm just going to sit back and have my popcorn and carbless ready because it is going to be an absolute thrilling evening.
Quick correction, Mike Tyson is 58 years old, and I watched the fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. from like 2020, 2021 where they went in the ring and they kind of fought. Mike Tyson didn't look great. He looked old. And granted, he didn't train like he did for this one, but he looked a little old, and I want him to win. I really do. Jake Paul has been training as a boxer for a couple years, and he actually has been in the ring more frequently. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Mike not to get injured, but I'm nervous for Mike because he's old, okay? What did Ben say? They're old.
He's old.
So I'm nervous for Mike Tyson, but I'm going with Iron Mike tonight to get the victory, to get the dub. I hope he knocks his boy Jake Paul out, and I hope he finally ends up for once and for all. You all should definitely tune in and watch. We believe Mike Tyson can win, fighting Mike. But Gary Ellerson, GE, he saw Mike Tyson in his prime. I wonder who he thinks is going to win, not only the fight, but also who he got on Sunday between the Packers and the Bears. And yes, Gary Ellerson will join us next before he joins the home row right here on Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some... Why are you throwing... I don't want...
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The
holiday season officially begins at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealerships with our exclusive Black Friday all-month-long sales event. Huge Black Friday all-month-long savings and discounts on America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC at nearby Cunis locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. All remaining new 2024 vehicles are now Black Friday all-month-long blowout price. Cunis has the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, with many Black Friday all-month-long priced below $5,000 and payments as low as $149 per month. Additionally, with any new or pre-owned purchase in November, you'll get our exclusive no-fear lifetime warranty at absolutely no extra charge. Plus, we're paying above top Kelley Blue Book values on all trades in November, no matter the mileage or condition. The holiday season officially begins with exclusive November Black Friday all-month-long savings. Only at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealerships. Shop online at CunisBlackFriday.com. Ho, ho, ho!
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Jordan Love has yet to meet expectations fans had for him entering this season. While battling injuries, penalties, and drop passes, Love has thrown 15 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Over the final 8 games of the regular season last year, Love had 18 touchdowns to just 1 interception. Is it realistic for the Packers quarterback to get back to that level?
I'm trying to get back to that level and then take that bar even higher, play even better. There's things throughout the first half of the season that I want to focus on, clean up, and get better at. I'm always trying to improve my game and definitely want to be better than I was the first half of the season going forward.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
Need to find that perfect home? Don't sell. Upgrade with a home equity loan. Renovate that kitchen. Retile that bath. You choose the fixtures. Let us do the math. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 433891.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this fall? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I want you to get down on it and contact my good friends at Universal Windows Direct. We're getting ready to head into the winter, and I don't want you to be stuck with old, drafty windows, making your heating system work overtime. My friends at Universal Windows Direct, they are here to help keep you warm and save you money on those energy bills. With their exclusive Super Spacer technology, these windows help keep the edge of the glass warmer, and also they help keep your home more energy efficient and, most importantly, more comfortable all season long. Right now, they have a great special going on, as they always do, is for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Yes, there's no limit. Buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. Buy 20, get 20. And on top of that, guess what? Universal Windows Direct is offering 0, Z-E-R-O, 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 whole years of interest-free financing. Restrictions do apply. Call Universal Windows Direct today at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. You're telling me you can get buy 2, get 2, buy 4, get 4, buy 20, get 20. You also get 0% financing for 60 whole months, and all you have to do is call 414-410-2000? Oh, yeah. That's Universal Windows Direct, and they got you. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows. Oh, what a great day it has been. But my day is only getting better because we are now being joined by the former Badger, the former Packer, Gary Ellerson. What's up, Gary Ellerson?
What's going on, guys?
Nothing much. You sound serious. You just getting straight to it, huh?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Or are you making fun of Brad? I'm trying to figure out which one it is. But since
what's going on, guys?
I'm just kidding. Is this his voicemail? Because you know his voicemail is very...
Yeah, well, I got it 2 times when I called him. So it starts with, oh, hello? And then it goes, hello? You've reached the voicemail box of Gary Ellerson, media mogul, handsome fella.
Can you hear us, Gary?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I want to get straight to it. Earlier this week, Barry Alvarez joined Kyle Brust and Nortman, and after he made some comments about Ben Brust and telling Ben Brust, I don't care that you're losing patience, and then when Ben Brust asked him what's the identity of the football team, he said, I don't know. Where do you stand with the Wisconsin Badgers as they get ready to host the number 1 ranked team in the country in the Oregon Ducks?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just terrible. Why not? What's going on, Gary? Why don't you know?
Well,
you lost faith too?
Because I think it just, they can't establish an identity because I don't know. It's hard. Your offense is hard when your quarterback is not playing very well. You don't have a Run Dane, Melvin Gordon. You don't, and you don't have a Joe Panos on the offensive line. You don't. It just feels like you just don't have. You don't have that Barry Alvarez scowl on the sideline. It's just hard to try to figure out where you're going to hang your hat on what you're trying to accomplish from an offensive standpoint. From a defensive standpoint, who's that guy? Hunter Wohler seems to be that guy, but sometimes he's not, and because he could be taken out of the game depending on how they want to attack them. It's just, Barry's teams were, if you knew one thing about Barry Alvarez's team, they're going to knock the crap out of you. If they didn't win, you were going to be sore the next day. It was going to be a physical game. Win, lose, or draw. And with Luke Fickell's teams, you just don't have that feeling.
Yeah, Gary, this whole thing kicked off because Ben and I, and Ben most notably, I suppose, went on this rant of saying, like, look, we've run out of patience when it comes to Luke Fickell and the Wisconsin Badgers. You look at Indiana, they're undefeated in a 1-year turnaround. And we cited other programs that by year 2 were generally humming, Tennessee being the other one, back when Heupel took over. So where is your patience level when it comes to Luke Fickell? Have you exhausted your patience, kind of like us, and you say, you got to show me something, anything, show me something? Or are you still like, you know what? Let's give him into year 3. Let's give him into year 4. Where's your patience level as a proud alum?
Year 3, because there's nothing he's going to show you right now. There's nothing to be shown. It's just, and maybe something happens with Oregon. I don't know. Their backs up against the wall, all those cliches. They're all there for this game, but I just don't feel the energy, Brad. I just don't. I feel that Luke Fickell was not necessarily grasping at straws. He knew what he wanted to do, but I just feel like that Phil Longo's offense, the way it is, just doesn't grab me right. Just feel like it doesn't work. Maybe it's personnel that they don't have that he needs.
Oh,
And
he brought in personnel. He brought in quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He brought in receivers. He brought in running backs. He brought in offensive linemen. Literally, Riley Mallman and Jack Nelson are guys that he inherited, and both guys are going to get drafted. Riley, I'm not sure he's going to get drafted this year, or he may have to wait till next year. Nelson's going to get drafted this year. Tanner Bronellini got drafted last year early on. You brought in Renfro. You brought in guys. You brought in receivers. Like I'm sick of all this. Oh, well, maybe we don't have the pieces. Well, hell, he brought most of the pieces in on offense. They didn't kick Chaz off the team, but they told him to pack his bags. So, I mean,
then that comes back to then it doesn't fit. You must have quit.
All right, I feel you on that.
Line.
A little OJ in there. Now, Gary, looking at the Packers on Sunday, is there any way that the Packers lose this game on Sunday?
No, I don't see it. They're in the Bears are in a tough spot. I mean, they've been in a free fall since they lost the Hail Mary pass, and they haven't won a game since. They haven't recovered. I believe that was against Washington, I think, and they haven't recovered. And so you lose your offensive coordinator, and now your new offensive coordinator, I think, who used to be the coach with the Badgers, he's got a week to try to retool, redo something. It just doesn't bode well for the Chicago Bears. And from an organization standpoint, they just haven't done things right starting at the top. And that's why they're in the position that they're in. I mean, a lot of people talking about Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. I just say that Jaden Daniels is probably in a better situation than Caleb Williams. I think if you flip-flop them, I think you see Caleb play a lot like Jaden would play if he was in Washington.
I definitely agree.
Who's your Green Bay Packer midseason MVP?
Midseason MVP would be Xavier McKinney.
I feel you. Real quick, we got 30 seconds, GE. Who you got tonight, Tyson or Jake Paul? I know you watching. You going Iron Mike or YouTuber?
I see Mike Tyson walk out there with his Versace drawers on and slap Jake. Give me Mike Tyson.
Give you Mike Tyson. You doing it for all y'all AARP Carl holding men out there, huh? Trying to represent all you men in your 50s, huh?
Hey, look at you.
What you mean? He doing this for Gen X, is he not?
Look at you, boy.
GE, thank you, man, for always joining us.
Yeah.
Gary Ellison, you'll hear more